nobody there, means no one to share your last meal with. Your spirit's in disrepair. You wonder if Siddhartha wished all the Buddha, was he scared? Hope his people make it back to hell. Hope his people make it back to hell. Have been scared, because the devil's always after hell. Yeah, the devil's always after hell. Oh, Apollo, can we be spared and wait for impending disaster? Oh, does anything care? Oh, they write in sorrow as to, oh, are you even there? Or is it life in darkness after? Oh, is it life in darkness after? Oh, are you even there? Or is it life in darkness after? Oh, is it life in darkness after? Oh, about the way the world's crumbling down and down and down. No beach, just coast will come closer to town. Well, I see San Francisco Bay in the sundown through goggles or underground. Suddenly, California can't be found. I'll take a good last look around. It's closing time. I leave on the neon glow and the open sign. You're coming anytime, but you passed it by the road you're on. Gotta try to turn around your own design. Oh, but you're we'll stumble around and drown, saying the structure of the world was faulty found. For what it's worth, the earth is round. Ain't got no good news to say, so say nothing at all, at all, at all. How long till the third tallest tower falls? but you passed it by. The road you're on, gotta try to turn around your own design. Oh, but you're running out of time. There's hope alive inside. You're coming in time, 'cause there's hope alive inside. You're running out of time, but there's hope alive inside. You're coming Standing on the patio outside your door, I knock once more, wishing that you loved me so much more, and that you'd open up this door. Baby, if you could somehow see the simple man I could be, I think you love, my love, and if you want it, then it's yours. Got a ticket in the crowd outside your door. I feel ignored, but now I know I hold the number 4, and know you'll never love me more. Baby, if you could somehow see the simple man I could be, I think you love, my love, and if you want it, then it's yours. Hanging on the handle on your door, never felt less like a man before. Can't you see that I need this, and we could be so damn much more? Oh baby, if you could somehow see the simple man I could be, I think you love, my love, and if you want it, then it's yours. Since you left me guessing at the scene of this crime, baby, I've sought to find out heaven, everything you've left behind. Got the memory of the moment you last lived in my mind. However, heaven right here on earth is now so hard to find. So I will travel to eternity to see creation's most beautiful sight. If to me your heaven, your gates are even open past tonight. And if I say it, you can trust it's true, 'cause I have put my trust in you. So lie is what I must not do, unless in love and just with you, just with you. Since you left me guessing at the scene of this crime, baby, I've sought to find out heaven, everything you've left behind. Got the memory of the moment you last lived in my mind. However, heaven right here on earth is now so hard to find. So I will travel to eternity to see creation's most beautiful sight. If to me your heaven, your gates are even open past tonight. And if I say it, you can trust it's true, 'cause I have put my trust in you. So liar's what I must not do, unless in love and just with you, just with you. But at the moment that hand's a ball. A pretty woman put a hex on me, saying now the sky's gonna fall. But she don't know she'll be the next to be crying like a porcelain doll. 'Cause pretty girl, it ain't sex to me, it's putting your back up against my wall. You're like a bottle-sized sailboat in a high wind, trying high seas again, with the rigging
to warn to men, and the storm just coming in. The tiller it starts to spin, overboard there go the men, screaming, oh dear Lord, no, not again. But it's just the beginning, not the end.
The tiller it starts to spin as overboard there go the men, screaming, oh dear Lord, no, not again. But it's just the beginning, no, not the end. She tucks you in and lays your head to rest. With the luck you're in, she'll tear that treasure right out of your chest. She tucks you in, circle and start to sing. Juxtaposition, 2 rounds and you're in the drink. You're like a bottle-sized sailboat in a high, high wind, trying high seas again, with the rigging too worn to mend, and the storm just coming in. The captain in sick bay, night of dead, no sign of clearer skies ahead. But hold fast, dear lads, this is not her last. This is just the beginning, no, not the end. 'Cause she'll tuck you in and lay your head to rest. With the lock you're in, she'll tear that treasure right out of your chest. She tucks you in, circle and start to sing. Juxtaposition, 2 rounds and you're in the drink. Tucks you in and lays your head to rest. With the luck you're in, she'll tear the treasure right out of your chest. She sucks you in, you circle and start to sink. Juxtaposition, 2 rounds and you're in the drink. You're like a bottle-sized sailboat in a high, high wind, trying high seas again, with the rigging too worn to mend, and the storm just coming in. The tiller it starts to spin as overboard there go the men, screaming, oh dear Lord, no, not again. But it's just the beginning, not the end.
Oh.
Gosh.
Man, I know we're all social distancing, but this man got up in her face and ripped out her soul. Yo.
He went in.
Damn.
God damn.
Yo, some people are touched by an angel. She got touched by wolf flannel.
I'm supposed to be talking to Bryce today. I kept pressing snooze on my alarm because I was like, oh God, I don't want to do this. in the waiting room. Okay. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I feel like I'm like she was surprised he was attractive. And
Oh, hi. Oh,
yeah. Did you notice that?
how tall are you?
That's what happened. Did you notice that? I'm like, I'm just so terrified of meeting my hater. Ooh. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Gitchy, gitchy, ya, ya, ya.
No, that shit took me out. Play that shit back, my nigga.
It was really that.
I'm fearful that he's going to be like a guy who's like really intelligent, who's like ready to wage war, and is going to just kind of like spout a bunch of facts at me and be like trying to win a conversation.
You mean a guy giving you proper context so that you can do things not on emotion but on facts? Sounds terrible. Sounds so bad. Oh my god.
Afraid not. He's in the waiting room. Okay. Ready.
Where are you, headmistress? I've had these in my head.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
The sauce.
My nigga Bryce, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's inclusive. He's about to include this in your...
Can we use that?
We switch to the words. They know what I'm talking about. Yeah, include that P in your P.
That being you.
That PP? Yeah, let's go.
I'd love to just like kind of know a little bit about you before we get into it.
Guess I just describe myself as like a regular introverted nerd. I used to describe myself as a freelance artist from West Philadelphia.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I wrote most of my comments. Sorry.
Now I'm in IT. That is my day job.
I lived in Philly for like 5 years.
Yo, listen, we're not trying to find points in common.
Yeah,
okay?
what is
This good. What is? Oh, you live in Philly? I lived in Philly. Yo, what you doing? What are you doing? All right, get to the juice. What's wrong with your videos? Get to the juice. We want to learn something.
All right, let's see what the hater has to say.
I mean, I love trees. That's another really cool thing about me.
That's great because you know what I do? Do you know what my go-to question is?
What?
If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
This is one of those lean first date questions that they have on like things to ask your girl. I know because I used to ask this when I was 18.
What kind of tree would you be?
Or it'd be like if you could choose between being a tree or a bird, which one would you choose? And if you choose to be a bird, it means that you want to fly and be free and travel the world. If you want to be a tree, it means you want to provide for your community and blah blah. Jubilee.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so if I were a tree, I would love to be a fig tree.
I love that. That's a great answer.
Nigga, just give her your trunk and we can all move on from this conversation because this is weird.
I think the reason why I had such a strong reaction to your comment, to feel like I've done a disservice to a community that I'm trying to represent or give a voice to. I've been ruminated on that thing for days. Like, I was so depressed after it came out because I started seeing like the comment section was very kind of icky and like
Yeah. Okay.
it just
Well, I do want to say something before you continue, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your video was important. Your video was good. And if you do feel hurt by what I said, I'm sorry. That's not my intention. I'm not a troll. I'm not trying to hurt people. I've had a difficult life. I've been through physical abuse.
Nigga, you running on dial-up? What's that noise? B, how do you work in IT and your sounds like it's from 1998? Guys, running Windows 95.
Are you frying bacon in there?
Yo.
What you doing, bro?
But no, your video was great.
well, thank you.
No, you made good.
Dude, I agree with everything he had to say. It's funny, I was so nervous leading up to it, and then I was immediately at ease with him. A lot of like elements of our story are really similar. I didn't tell him, but I also, like, my mom survived cancer too, so like she is a lot of where my focus has been lately with like COVID. I wish I had said that to him. I'm sad I didn't say that to him too.
This was exactly what they're talking about, the Jubilee videos. We didn't learn a thing.
No. Other than you like fig trees.
And you want to be one. It's like how to get a friend with the extra steps.
Yeah, listen. I don't know what to tell you. You're too fragile for this stuff, it seems, and like you weren't able to take the criticism well, and he wasn't able to say that same criticism to you to your face. That's the truth. He was being kind and compassionate, and he was trying to beat around the bush, but the first guy didn't care. And it made for a more interesting conversation.
Agreed.
So I just have a big problem with people labeling every negative comment directed at them as hate. No, it's not. Sometimes it's just an accurate take, or sometimes it's just good criticism, and good criticism is helpful. It's not because it makes you feel negatively that it's inherently bad. Maybe you need to get your ego out of the way and accept it. I know, I've had to do it so many times in my life, so...
You're doing it around right now, bro.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
If you want to do videos, all right? If you want to do videos or any art that you put out there, anything that you put, not so far I couldn't call it art, but whatever, anything that you produce and you put out there and is open for criticism, you're going to get criticized. Whether you want it or not, whether you ask it or you did, you're going to get criticized. It's not for everybody. Yeah, there's a whole lot of, oh, yeah, you get recognized, you get this, you get that. People saying, yeah, it's not all great and all good and all fun. Some people are made for that. Some people aren't. That's a fact. If you're fragile, if it really hurts you, if criticism hurts your feeling because X, Y, Z, boo-boo, do yourself a service, don't do it.
Yep.
Because it's going to affect your mental, and yeah, that's not good for nobody.
So, that's it for today's video. Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. We want to hear what kind of tree you might be. So that's it for today.
Don't give a... Okay.
What do you feel like makes sense? Like, what do you feel like does work?
A lot of times they need to learn the hard way. You need to be more aggressive. You need the ads. You need the attacks. With all the data we have on these young people, Amazon, eBay, Facebook, you keep having arguments and fights when all you need to do is right there in front of you.
Interesting. Were you surprised when I reached out to you about this?
No, I suspected you would have watched it by this point.
Well, we did.
I know my video's good.
Because I know my video's good. Hey, okay. Big energy in the house.
That's right.
That's funny.
Listen, you've watched, and you were supposed to learn.
He's not entirely wrong. I feel like a lot of times when people have these conversations, they do everything by padding everyone's feelings and try to make it as palatable for everyone. And sometimes it's good to just be like, these are what the facts are. Your feelings are your feelings, but they don't change what the reality is.
Yeah, she speaks like Isabel from HR.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about.
Tell him.
But you can't. In the kitchen, right? We have a rule about certain foods and spices. So, yo, that salmon you cook, it's a bit aggressive. Knock it off. That's it. The same conversation could have taken 30 seconds.
I appreciate you chatting with me and voicing your opinions and your critiques. I think
strength and wisdom of my predecessors.
On some of these, we'll have to agree to disagree.
I'll change your mind down the line. You just won't realize it.
No, this motherfucker treat this like Tinder.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm about to bag this. I'm about to bag this, spud.
That was Moby Dick energy.
Exactly.
That was me.
You know what? I'm going to change your mind. More than that, I'm going to blow it. Whoa. Blow your mind away.
It sounds like he wants to blow some other things. Let's go.
Straight up.
Ow. What did you tell me? Just with data?
Yep.
This is hilarious.
You guessed it.
All right. Thanks for chatting with me today.
Bye, Bonnie.
Bye. I mean,
that's what people don't get, is they think that we are like sitting in this super fancy media office, like commanding our army of you know, like interns and minions, and then in the meantime we're like snorting and like.
No, I don't think that's what people think. They just think that you're doing bad things.
Listen, most YouTube videos are made in some dude's basement or bedroom, okay? And guess what? Those people receive the exact same amount of criticism as you. You're not special. We don't think you're special. We just think that sometimes you make extremely trash content. Yeah, that's it.
And then they have no idea that we are sleep deprived, usually like scarfing like yesterday's leftover Panda Express deep into credit card debt.
It's not that they imagine that, they don't care.
It has nothing to do with the fact that your video was trash.
All those kids that you think they're teenagers that are in, they're experiencing the same thing with their everyday life. You got exams and stuff like that. So being deprived of whatever, I mean, if you fail the test the next morning, you still fail the test, you understand? So, yeah, you're sleep deprived, but you dropped the ball, boo-boo.
Today's topic, strangers rank their intelligence. Me and Preacher are going to watch it together.
Should we just like go down and do intros? Yeah, I'm Sade. I'm 24. I work in finance. I have a bachelor's degree. I went to Yale.
I'm Tyler. I'm 21. I'm a high school graduate, and I work in the Marine Corps.
I'm Kaylee. I'm 25. I'm a software developer. I went to Ohio University, and I have a bachelor's degree.
Maria. I'm 30 years old. I have my PhD in cancer biology, and I work in a biotech industry. Grad school, I went to University of South Carolina, and undergrad, I went to University of Florida.
Hi, my name is My Little Pony. Welcome, everybody.
My name is Sean. I'm 27. I'm the director of social media for a company, and I also work for the digital ad agency. I got a double major in dance and cultural anthropology. Undergrad, I went to Loyola Marymount University.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ray. I'm 24. I graduated with a bachelor's degree from Harvard recently, and I work in consulting.
Oh, no, they're babies. I know, that's what I'm saying is age.
I think intelligence is better defined as your adaptability and your problem-solving skills more than it is your education. Obviously, like the education, the stuff you've been through puts a lot into play in it because it gives you more resources, more thoughts to draw from. The formal education definitely helps, but I don't think it's in any way essential.
So what is the most essential?
I'd say the most essential thing would probably be common sense.
IQ, short for intelligence quotient, is a measure of a person's reasoning and ability. In short, it's supposed to gauge how well someone can use information and logic to answer questions or make predictions, i.e. problem-solving skills. So I think he had the right definition from what I could see.
Yeah, so for me personally, I think intelligence is both EQ, IQ, and that common sense, street smart intelligence, all of that combined.
Okay, so
I did that.
EQ, right? EQ is emotional intelligence. People use that. You're very emotionally intelligent. Understand, EQ is not actually a recognized term. It's not recognized by scientific community. It was invented by a journalist. Okay, just for those people who keep saying it. Actually, apparently Jordan B. Peterson's the one who said this. There's no such thing as EQ. Let me repeat. There is no such thing as EQ. The idea was popularized by a journalist, Daniel Goleman, not a psychologist. You can't just invent a trait. You have to define it, measure it, and distinguish it from other traits and use it to predict the important ways that people vary.
People, consciously or unconsciously, when they see someone, form an opinion immediately. Like I'm sure we all did right away.
When I saw you, I told myself, Maria, do not judge him just by his looks. He could be throwing you off, or that's just who he is, but he can talk the talk and walk the walk.
He could be throwing you off, trying to say, I came today trying to look stupid, or he could just be really stupid.
Sean, I didn't want to judge him based on the way he looks or dresses or acts, so I was like, I think he's intelligent.
That's still judging him.
Yes.
If you're saying, I'm not trying to judge you based off how you look, so I'm going to say you're smart, you are still inferring a judgment based off of that. It's still prejudicial in that sense, which is okay. It is a part of the whole game.
It's because the word is not a good word. People don't like that word.
So what is the definition that we're going with is the biggest question.
I like your definition.
I know, I was going to say, I like my definition.
Yeah.
It combines everything.
My first job out of college, I was working at a law firm. A gentleman came up to me and said, hi, you don't look like somebody that would work at a law firm. You look like somebody I'd go on spring break with.
Not even going front, you still look like that. Cabo!
Obviously,
Obviously, out of everyone here, I've got the least formal education. I consider myself intelligent. My mental dedication and my ability to adapt and to problem solve. What I do in the Marine Corps, I'm a seaborne defense specialist. So I think that by virtue of what I do, that already requires some amount of intelligence.
Sorry, quick question. So do you think that only certain people can do your job, or do you think anyone can do your job?
Only certain people.
Why don't you guys rank each other from 1 to 6, including yourself, and give reasons why you want to do what you do?
You already know the white people coming in last. You already know. Listen. Whiteys, stay in your corner.
Gotta go 1.
No.
Oh yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would rank you as a 6, not meaning that you're not intelligent. I also think that I don't place a lot of value on the military.
Period.
No, yeah, full stop.
I'd probably do 1, 2, 3.
You know you're more intelligent than these motherfuckers. Come on, bro. Stop it.
4, 5, 6. I'm sorry.
I'm the villain in this episode.
Okay. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Sorry. It's hard for me to look past the education part.
As a woman, I had to fight hard, because people judge you and I look like I'm the girl that you would take the spring break. Yeah, I know you're 6 because, military.
I think there's a big misconception about what goes on in the military. When you go in the military, it's not like you're handed a gun and you're like, all right, well, just wait in your barracks until we go to war and you shoot. Everyone gets a job. Some people, they work on submarines and they work on radars. Other people work as artillerymen. Other people work as intelligence officers. Other people work in computer sciences. Some people are lawyers, JAG, I think they're called JAG. Some people work as divers. Some people work as paramedics. Some people work as doctors, dentists. You can find pretty much any job except it's within the military. So this idea that military people are somehow stupider, it's completely opposite. Oftentimes I would argue that the IQ within the military is far above the average IQ of the people in the general population. That's 1. 2, you get education. You get paid to go learn. A lot of people who join the military get paid money. They get paid to go take courses. They get paid to take off-base training. They also get paid to train on base within their craft. If you want to become good at something, provided it has good tangible skills that will divert towards the civilian life, there's a lot you can take away from the military. So this idea that military people are stupid, I can assure you some of the most competent, and that's why when folks leave the military, a lot of them are super successful in the civilian life if they chose a decent trade. So that's just, I think, a misconception that people have because they don't know what goes on within the military.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, immigrant parents, first generation, going to college, humble, modest. 2, me, I don't know, PhD, cancer biology scientist. I work in a biotech company. We make COVID-19 testing kits, stuff like that. And then 6, it has nothing to do with your background. I don't think you really have the highest EQ out of all of us. Tyler, he ranked last for me personally because the way he carries himself.
You're fucking a white male!
He was ranking intelligence based on his point of view and not taking in other people's point of views.
Which is what you did, though. But of course, your way was the right way, so okay.
And compiling results, but really just came down to his body language, his demeanor, the way he carried himself, the way he acted towards the group.
You're a white man!
The funny thing is that what I deem arrogant is how she was acting. You know what I mean? It's like she's looking at him being like, he arrogant. But I'm looking at her and I'm saying he's just being basic facts. There's a difference between arrogance. There's a little more of emotion in the arrogance. It's like, yeah, boasting yourself. Where she's like, oh, I would put myself first because, well, PhD, this and that, nah. That's arrogance.
Yeah.
That's boasting. That's arrogance. Different.
She thinks her virtues and her education are justify her idea of self-importance. He feels like his training in the military, how well he scored and how he does a job is his indication of his intelligence. The only difference is he didn't look at you like you were arrogant, but you thought he was because he valued those things. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I might think I'm intelligent. I don't, because of how much success I've had in my work, my parkour, the things that I've learned along the way. But you might look at me like I'm being arrogant because you're like, those things don't quantify or make you, or should make you think like you are intelligent, right? So it's just an interesting perspective where a lot of people who have formal education think that's one of the only ways to really come out as intelligent, and it's not the case whatsoever. In fact, I would argue that school, while it does give you some resources to learn how to problem solve, is also so structured in a way that it makes you very limited in your problem solving skills at times, because it gives you a test and it says you will progress to the next level provided you can pass this barometer. When real life is very abstract, it's not as easy or as linear as school makes it out to be. So
and also school is really for one type of, it's very unidimensional.
Yeah.
Where it's for one type of people. It's really messed up that if you look at cell phones within the past years, it evolved so much. If you look at cars, it evolved so much in the past 100 years. If you look at just buildings, the way we build things, the way we build buildings and houses and stuff like that, that technology has evolved so much. But you take education, and it's the same way since Plato. The way you listen to someone talking in front of you, like, and it's really good for one type of person. So it really doesn't showcase all the potential of many different people. The people that excel in school are good, but it doesn't mean that those who don't excel in school are not also good in other places. You know what I mean? So
yeah. So again, this doesn't mean that it's not a strong correlation between education and IQ. There definitely is. I'm just saying it's not a causation thing. And you can still find people who are very highly intelligent but don't necessarily have a formal educational background. There are other forms of education as well. It's not just academia in school. There's also such thing as education on the field, right? Going through the process of working through things and getting better at your craft. So just keep that in mind. All right, Priest, go. What do you think your number is? Most intelligent, stupidest. Go for it.
I'm gonna go Asian. I'm gonna go white girl. Army dude, black girl. I really want to put them in your life. Just to teach you a lesson, but I ain't got them. But I'm gonna put like fucking Maria, and then after that, Powerpuff.
All right, I'm gonna choose the same thing as you, but I'm gonna show my love to Powerpuff. Listen, you know what I'm saying? My Little Pony, you're going 5th. Marina, I'm putting you dead last, okay? I know your family swam from Cuba. I'm glad you made it to Miami. I'm glad you guys are a great refugee story, and you made it. You got your PhD. You're doing COVID tests. Congratulations. You're going last.
I think that I sort of expected to be ranked a little bit lower. At first glance and first interaction with me, it's hard to tell how intelligent I am. It's hard to tell how intelligent anybody is.
But I can't see how white you are and how blonde you are, so get to the bottom, stupid.
Is anyone upset with where they're standing?
I think it makes sense that I'm down here. Like the guy who graduated from high school and then joined the military, he probably wouldn't be like high up on there.
Hey, see?
You know, I'm okay. I understand that, but I'm about to fuck you up.
If I was in their shoes, I definitely would have also ranked myself among the lowest.
I do feel like there might be a prejudice acting in terms of ranking you
Okay, I was thinking that
highly, but I agree with the ranking.
I think there's a bit of prejudice as to why you're first, because you're Asian, but you know.
But I'm prejudiced too.
You're Asian.
So number 1 is Raymond. Number 2 would be Kaylee. Number 3 will be Tyler. And number 4 would be Shada. Number 5 is Sean. And number 6 is Maria.
You stupid.
9 plus 10?
Yes, you are.
21. You stupid.
136.
Oh, Guantanamera.
136.
Is that 112? All right. Look at this, man. Listen, the minorities thought they were getting reparations, and the whites still came up on top. Look at them. Look at how happy they are. They've retained their wealth. They've retained their wealth. Ooh, look at the body language. Look at the body language. My man's just man-spreading. She's loving her life. Asian man still like, man, you guys are still beneath me. Maria's all mad in the corner over here. Come on, Maria, what happened with your PhD? $10 says they're gonna discredit the IQ test.
I think an IQ test tests something. I don't think it's intelligence. It's definitely testing something. IQ tests are now known to be flawed and based on incorrect sample sizes. I have really severe dyslexia. There's 2 questions on that test that I automatically basically can't answer.
I'm sure if you studied for an IQ test, you would do a lot better. IQ tests are just one aspect or one way to measure intelligence. It's really on a spectrum what constitutes somebody as intelligent.
Before this, all I knew about IQ tests is that they existed, and the I stands for intelligence.
The I stands for intelligent, and I am intelligent. Maria, there's an I in your name, but you ain't intelligent. It's not like me. Let's go. Stop playing with me. This is my kind of people.
Yeah, definitely your kind of people.
And let me be clear about something. It's not the fact that he's military per se. What I like? No. This is the kind of person I love to work with.
Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying.
I love working with folks like this, straight to the point. You ever we do comedy shows, right? And when we're launching a show at a theater, for example, sometimes you get a technician. You give him the specifications. He comes, all right, I'm gonna use this light, we're gonna flash it here. This is the cue, bang, bang, bang. Everything is seamless. Why? Because you just work in specifics and you set everything up accordingly. Everything is just, papa, I can work with that. But when everything comes in, it's I feel like, and based off of the cultural norms of this and that, well, there's a first layer where oppression exists, and then there's a second layer where black folks exist, right? I can't deal with that. But this...
And then there's Private Hornsby that's gonna come in and do the job.
Hi, Private Hornsby, 942, refrigerator tank. But here's the thing, right? When you're working with people, you just want problem-solving skills. This is the issue. How do we get to the root of it? And to me, that's the most useful people to have around.
Especially in a crisis, I don't have time to deal with emotions. I don't have time to, we don't have time to, okay, this shit's happening. We have to deal with that. Let's go. So, yeah. Emotion, just.
All right. Let me just look it up.
I've never looked into IQ tests before. Coming here today, them saying that EQ, that was the first time I've ever heard that term in my life.
Let's go. Getting tired of hearing all this EQ stuff. Hey, Tyler, if I ever see you and you want a beer, it's on me, brother. Okay, you have done your country proud. You have done the service members proud. You carry on doing whatever radar tech bullshit you was doing. God bless you fucking squirrel.
Coming back to intelligence is not just your IQ, it's your EQ, it's your common sense, it's street smarts. Sure, it is some type of metric similar to an SAT and
Ooh! Oh, you vexed.
T'as rien dit.
Oh, you vexed.
T'as rien dit.
Sure. Whatever.
This would have been singing a different tune if she came out first. You already know.
Yeah, of course.
You already know. Look at her eyes. Look at the bags underneath her eyes. She already looked like she's losing sleep. And it hasn't even happened yet.
It's a metric for getting to college, but there's more to that person than that test.
There's an irony here in her discrediting some kind of academic test for saying it doesn't measure intelligence, but then her using education and academic tests that she had to pass to discredit others. There's a bit of a double standard there that I think is interesting. But shout out to My Little Pony. He said he was going to be around 6th. He came on 5th, so that's an upgrade for him too.
He's just happy. He's just like, hey, rainbow, relax, take it easy.
You already know. Let's go.
On top of that, it's like Maria lost, but it was a landslide. You understand what I'm saying? The top was when it was 136, and the other ones were around 130. Then My Little Pony was at 123 or something. So it's like 12, 14 points difference from the first person and then Maria landslid that thing down that drain, like she flushed that. It went. It's over there. It's like it was bump, 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 and then throw it out over there. 112. I guess it's bittersweet, like bitches and cream. It's the S, the L, the I, the M.
It's definitely not the M, the A, the R, the I-A. But anyways, that's it for today's video. At the end of the day, it was cool. It's a fun little video, and I always appreciate these kind of things. It shows some of our prejudices when it comes to education. It comes to news. And even I have these ideas. So don't be too hard on Maria. We were clowning her this whole thing, but Listen, I understand coming all the way from Cuba is hard, so God bless her, and hope she has a long and prosperous life.
Yeah, live your life. But
tell us what you guys think of the video.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah. Deuces.
To be honest, my man, I think it's a clock for help.
You think Sneako's lost?
There's something going on.
If you guys aren't aware, Sneako's upset. Guns were pulled. Sites were issued. Call for help were sent out from Discord, asking for information.
Yes.
And dirt on Abbott and Preach.
Yes.
A lot of stuff happened. He's spiraling a little bit. But anyways, why don't we play the video?
It was on us, and the dirt was nice in Abbott and Preach.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so sick of Abbott and Preach. Send me clips and all the memes of all the retarded shit they've said. We start talking about, we've gone right because you guys can see that. But why don't we play? And I'll be honest, I'm just watching this all from afar, feeling like Nostradamus a little bit, predicting the downfall, watching the descent.
Listen, my dude, I already told you numerous times. Numerous times I told you that shit. I told you, you're a wizard out there.
To be fair,
some wizard shit.
This wasn't wizard. I saw Sneako driving on the highway with his feet on the steering wheel.
Driving with his feet on the steering wheel and his girl was fucking in the back.
I could just see Sneako in a retirement home for like war veterans, and then like all the old people just put together Iraq, Vietnam, and then Sneako's just cock.
Sneako's in. Ah!
You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return and showcasing the reason why I don't respect you. But unfortunately, I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive fucking loser you are. Because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree, it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months, you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge, unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was...
Alright, anybody who owns a gun, please keep your fucking finger off the trigger. All this like stupid beef aside, like if you own a gun, be smart about how you handle it. Because seeing how stupid he's behaving right here in this video, I wouldn't be surprised if there's one actually loaded inside. So like if you doing that and you pop off, you might kill the neighbors below you, above you, and you catching one of the dumbest manslaughter charges possible.
So I was joking with them, saying like, "Oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit." And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, "Oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you," waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
What is it with them and self-snitching? What's up with that? Yeah, I'm gonna come to your house and then wave a gun and then film it and broadcast it. Then you're gonna blame the Matrix. That's what boggles the mind. You're gonna blame the Matrix. Yo, the Matrix this, the Matrix that. You get deplatformed off the Matrix and then you try to go back to the Matrix, and then you snitch on yourself. And then you're gonna blame the Matrix. God damn.
Red Pillars really be like, the Matrix. Nigga, I just watch it. The Matrix. That's you.
And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Loki, pull up, nigga.
Yeah! Yeah!
Loki!
Yeah!
Loki! Pull up there!
asking specifically Moist to have a boxing match.
This guy wanted to be a comedian. He then gets mad because Charlie says he's buffer than Sneeko. So Sneeko, being the brave man that he is, wants to fight 5'6" Charlie.
I'm not calling you small. I'm saying you have no muscles. Yeah, but hit the gym. Andrew Tate preaches getting a better physique.
You really body watching right now? You're body shaming, but you can't fight, pussy? Chat, I'm not reacting to a stream. This guy's pissed me off, and you can tell him this. I want to meet him in person. Monica, I just want to take your bun in a fist and then slam it down like I'm mashing butter. Your dumb mouth that I want to... that it's something. And smash her head up and down like I'm mashing butter onto my crotch. Angela, bro, she got me feeling some type of way, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I challenge you. You wanna box me, bro? Let's do a 1v1 boxing match. You say I belong to the streets? Yeah, I belong to the streets. We could rock this out on the streets, or we could do it in the ring, bro. Let's box. You fat, lying piece of shit. I would beat the fuck out of you, Ethan Klein. If you said that about me, you lied to my name, to my face. Let's get in the ring. Stop talking shit about me and let's box.
And then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneeko, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes.
Mind you, this Brandon Buckingham said he wanted to run a train on Sneeko's girl.
Sneeko would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly cool to just stay at home and keep it all online.
That's because you know you might lose. People are quick to call out people to fight.
Yeah.
When they think they're gonna win. And that's what I think happened with our people Fresh and Fit. I don't want to bring that back, but that's what happened. When they challenge me because they think I'm fat. Because of the way we film, they think I'm fat. Most of y'all think I'm fat. Sometimes you send me some fan pictures and fan arts that you send me, and you depict me I'm fat. I don't take no offense to that. I don't care. I like the fan art. It's pretty good. And when you did that and I said I accept, you got a little, ooh, what's going on? Why would he do that? Huh? And then people of our fan that's what I think happened, start to go in this DM and be like, yo, this guy's a bouncer and he does martial arts. You might not want to do that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure after they challenged you, you offered to fight both of them back to back.
Yes, I did.
Right?
I did
they was talking crazy. You offered to fight both of them back to back, and what ended up happening? We actually offered to pay them to show up, and it wouldn't be on YouTube.
Not even on a clout thing. No cameras, nothing. It was a one-on-one thing. It was not even to put out there. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you get me? I'm not here to brag or whatever, whatnot. But fighting one person and fighting another person is something that I had to do numerous times in my life. Not because I wanted to, because that was my job. A lot of these people are going to challenge people that they know they think they can do.
They think. You end up watching these people fight. Here's the thing. If you've ever been in enough street fights, you know that shit's not something to play.
Nobody knows how to fight. Like you take some classes and then you realize that you don't know shit about stuff.
People that train are generally the most humble when it comes to violence.
Yep.
Because they understand its ramifications. And if they receive the training, they also understand it comes with responsibility. You're not supposed to be out here talking crazy to civilians and trying to fight them all the time.
Yep. And a lot of people, when they train fight, the first thing they tell you in a fight, the first thing that you can do is flee.
In a self-defense situation, if you are a big monster human and you want to fight me and you square off with me, guess what I'm going to do? Run away. Because I don't want to get involved. Even if I see skinny little Lex out on the street and you start yelling at me and saying you want to fight me, I don't want to fight you. It doesn't matter. I don't care if I can beat you or not. What if you stab me? What if you sue me after I get done throwing you onto the concrete? There's a million bad things that can happen and almost nothing good. My first self-defense is my feet to get away from you.
Leave. That's your first move. It's just because they challenge people. I see this thing happen a lot. I'll fight you.
That's you not even being able to control your ego. You know, it's funny that these red pill dudes want to talk about discipline and all of this stuff. They can't control their emotions. You know, like Sneeko want to call himself a comedian. Anytime people joke on his name, all of a sudden he wants to pull out guns and fight. This dude is a clown. trying to be out here telling I can lead men. Again, watch the pattern. You notice this because if you've ever been someone who followed great leaders, they don't look like these guys. They don't behave the way that they do. Wanna know why? Because if you follow these kinds of men in life, it will lead to your death. If you had a commander, or if you had a leader who basically got hyper emotional when insulted, or let his ego get in the way of making all the smart decisions, your unit's not gonna survive. And so that's why when I listen to this kind of guy, I'm just like, bro, you're a clown who's basically cosplaying as some kind of masculine leader, but then every time people poke, they see there's a bunch of chinks in your armor.
That's insecurity. I'm deeply afraid of somebody calling me a pussy.
You're a pussy. There, I helped you overcome your fear.
If that's all it takes for you to start challenging people to fights, you're not ready to be real. You're a whore. If you get that antsy at the slightest provocation, you're not ready to protect the family. You guys understand that restraint is oftentimes the biggest thing that you can do to protect your loved ones? Mm-hmm. You know, if somebody looks at your kid and says, oh, whatever, they say something, do you think your job is to just go out there and start punching them in the face? How are you going to protect your family when you're in jail?
Big game.
Stupid.
Big game.
How are you going to protect your wife or anybody or provide for them when they're going to be destitute or whatever financial situation when you are in jail, stupid?
Not even in jail. On the moment. Guy's talking wild. I challenge a guy. I'm with my wife and kids. I'm like, yo, want to do this? Want to do this? He decks me in the mouth. I'm out cold. What happened to my wife?
What if he has a weapon? You know, like, I'm not saying there's not a place where you defend the people around you. Absolutely, that always comes with out of place. That's a thing, of course. But you gotta also understand restraint. You gotta do a bit of risk assessment. You gotta be able to keep your cool so the people around you can stay safe. That's what it means to be a man. Not be, you wanna see my clips? And I'm just telling you, all these red pill dudes, a lot of them start self-exposing, right? They start self-reporting. They start self-snitching. Anytime you start to pressure them a little bit. Wanna know why? Because underneath whatever facade they put online, this persona, what you realize is that underneath it all, it's a soft little boy whose inner nerve who got bullied has never actually outgrown.
I'm certainly not one of those good people. Matter of fact, I'm straight up kind of an asshole. I'm an extremely self-involved, insecure, and overcompensating wannabe that constantly speaks about things I barely know about. And when people speak to me, I don't listen, I just wait for my own turn to speak.
All right, at least you know, bro.
And look, people want to have sympathy for him, all this other stuff. Oh, I feel bad. He's a young man, you know, give him time. I question, does he even show a modicum of respect or sympathy for others going through any kind of struggle? Anybody. This is D'Angelo Wallace, who took a break from YouTube after going through some stuff.
I haven't found a way around it.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
I search for ways around it. I do everything I'm supposed to do, like, you know, therapy and taking care of myself and all of that stuff.
Oh, no.
But the truth is, I have really severe anxiety and depression.
Oh, yeah?
And it often leads to ideation.
Oh, no. Yeah. Maybe stop thinking about that shit, right? You know, matter of fact, fuck your mental health. Your problems are so easy. I'm set. Get the fuck over it. This is a perfect example of somebody who needs to get the fuck up over it. Get over it. Get over it. Woo!
That was his response. Get the fuck over it. Sneak, I think it's time for you to get the fuck over the fact that you're cut. Get over it. You are cut. It's okay. It's what you are. No matter how much you cosplay as some conservative red pillar who's found God and does all this bullshit, meanwhile you're still having all the premarital sex, drugs, and booze, and all the kind of hedonism you want.
Every guy cheats. Every guy wants to be that weak. No guy is not leaving out. We just like variety.
It's okay. You're a cuck. That's what everyone's always gonna see you as. Even though you hate that moment, even though that's what you only see now. You need to go to some therapy and get over it. Have some self-acceptance. The only reason people can use this against you this aggressively is because they know it makes you uncomfortable and you just me personally, I don't care that you're doing it. I don't even give a shit that you're doing all this weird stuff. That's your life. Go do that. I just think it's funny how sensitive you get about it when people mock you for it. Meanwhile, you want to judge everyone else based off of these Judeo-Christian values that you yourself don't live by. The hypocrisy is what I'm laughing at. I don't care that a man sleeps with another man. What I think is hilarious is when you're a pastor who does anti-gay sermons, and then behind closed doors, you take a dick from Tyrone every other Sunday.
Like the miles of dick that you took in your ass, I don't want to walk them.
right? You want to talk about everyone else's sexual activities and how not straight these guys are. Meanwhile, you had a dude tickling her balls while you were smashing a girl. That's pretty sus to me. I mean,
what other straight guy has so many half-naked photos of himself? He was jerking off in front of a male photographer, laying next to another man's ass. As a kid, he wore his sister's dress. Did I mention he was touching his peener in front of a male photographer?
And so while I'm like hitting it from the back, he lays down on the floor and starts licking her. Think about the logistics. Like his head is like under, is like 6 inches. Like his eyebrows are like tickling the bottom.
I'm not gonna lie, the stuff that's in this video is probably some of the gay shit I ever seen a dude potentially do. Most of these guys online who do this stuff on the red pill are overcompensating
for some shit.
Yeah, they will be like, oh, I think you're gay. What? Bro, you got pictures of you laying in bed with another man, and you got a picture of you kissing another dude. Like, y'all really can't say much. And I don't care that you have these things. I just think it's hilarious when people throw stones from glass houses.
You try to call out everybody, but that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You have a problem. You guys are the Derek Jacksons of the South. That's what you are. Talking one shit and putting down other people for the same shit that you do. We do not care that you do all those things. I don't care that you go out with ass workers or people or sugar babies or this and that or Instagram models. That's you. But when you put down other people and you look at other people, you're really talking about yourself. You're really talking about yourself.
He's said multiple times that he wants to be the next Andrew Tate.
I'm trying to be that. I want to be the top G one day.
When the Tates got banned off YouTube, Tristan passed the torch to Sneeko, and he completely creamed himself.
I'm gonna continue living the life. So, Sneeko, young man, if I disappear, I'm passing the torch to you. Keep spreading the message while it's still relevant to talk.
Tristan Tate said he passed me the torch. It's not gonna be easy, but what you really want is a good man to fuck. Yeah, come here, shut the fuck up with your feminism. Shut up, Chad. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. That's what you need. You need that.
Do I feel bad for this guy? Absolutely. Nah. Absolutely not. Nah. I don't feel bad for none of these dudes. These guys are poison.
Yep.
They're a poison in society.
Pretty much.
So yeah, if people want to exercise them for the internet, I ain't got no problem. Get the filth out. That's what I think. Anything else you want to say?
Nah.
So today's topic, there's this girl on Twitch who made a live stream and it got clipped. And at one point she talks about a guy that she had friend zoned for 6 months.
It got clipped?
Made a clip of it.
Oh, okay.
Clipping it. Here we go.
6 full months of the friend zone. Don't mean. One day I just got a crush on him and I don't know why.
You've expanded your shop.
And I ended up kissing him randomly. And then he looked at me when I was trying to make out with him and he said, "This is weird," and denied me. To which I then went on to roast him for 20 minutes straight about how I was gonna go to my live stream and tell everyone that I tried to kiss him, and he told me, "This is weird." To where he then went on to kiss me and I got my way.
If I know this is wrong, it's because I've been listening to women tell me what behavior is wrong or right. Right? I didn't know that the whole coercion thing was bad. I didn't know about all these terms and pressuring and gaslighting until women taught me. And so me internalizing these lessons and being like, this is not okay behavior, to my surprise, when I saw women who claim to know this vocabulary and to be against it, engage in it, I was like, but wait, didn't you teach me this is not okay? Why is it fine for you?
Little cutie Power Ranger engaged, and they just do the same goddamn thing.
Bro.
Yeah, I know.
Bro.
I know, it's surprising.
Essentially, what ends up happening is that this incident gets discussed on the podcast.
I mean, even from the clip I saw, I didn't see that as sexual. I saw it as like passion. You have to make a move. You don't have to ask, "Oh, can I kiss you?" if you're feeling something, you know.
You know what?
Oh, Jenna?
Yes, it is me, and I'm here to call you out on your bullshit. I was seeing the guy for 6 months, and he was my best friend. He had made moves on me prior. I denied his moves.
Wait, what do you mean wait, why would you say you're seeing the guy but then say you're not dating him? That means you're not seeing him, right? Or does that mean something different?
And I just got out of an abusive household when I was 17. And
none of that changes the fact that you're not seeing him, right? You're not dating him.
Okay, well, all right. Sorry, Destiny. I had a best friend who wasn't making moves on me because he respected me. God forbid.
To be fair, on this stream, Destiny did a great job of presenting his points. So shout out to him for that. I think it's interesting. She said something that's interesting. She said, I don't think this is soft because this guy was, making moves on me, but he was waiting around, but he respected me enough not to kiss me. And I thought it was interesting she said that because when she tried to kiss him and he said, "No, this is weird," she pressured him, right? By saying, I'm gonna tell everyone on stream and try to shame him.
Blackmail.
But,
That's a blackmail.
So you love the fact that he respected you when you didn't want anything, but when he didn't want anything, you shamed him.
Yeah, that's blackmail.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
That's you're not. That's not
All
seeing
right,
somebody.
Then all right, there you go. Then I wasn't seeing him. I just had sleepovers with him every single day. And he was my best friend for over 6 months, and we would cuddle and play RuneScape until 5 a.m. together every night.
Thank you. We appreciate you sharing all these details that have nothing to do. Doesn't matter how much RuneScape you played. Doesn't matter how many times he said, touch my balls. Doesn't matter how many times you guys made pancakes together. It don't matter. It's irrelevant. What matters is that you made an advance, he rejected it, and you pressured him. That's it. Everything else is inconsequential.
Do you
Like
want
a
me to get
playful
this
thing
guy on
to make
stream right
me
now and you can
each
talk to
other.
Destiny? And you can talk to him about how I pressured him? Go ahead. These are normal encounters. Kids have awkward first kisses.
Yeah,
Destiny,
I think that
this
they
is
had a
life.
playful relationship, and at 17, she's a completely different person. She's saying.
It was cleared up.
I don't think they roast each other all the time.
I think it's
like,
cleared up,
You act like this guy is just some sort of like little bitch.
So you
That's pressure, Destiny. You are a little bitch.
So apparently, men who get coerced by women into doing anything that they want to do are somehow less manly.
Just a little.
So people be like, why don't men come forward? Why don't men talk about their emotions? Why don't men be... And then you see stuff like this, and you're like...
She little...
And she doesn't even realize it. So, you know, I'm kind of grateful because you're seeing it in the flesh, but it's just such an interesting hearing this rhetoric because I'm like, flip the genders. Hear the same thing. Is it acceptable? And you saw the other girl. The other girl was like, yeah, it just sounded like a little playful relationship. What?
Yeah.
I don't think
anything sexual with him. It was a kiss.
On what planet is kissing someone against their will not sexual assault?
Her rhetoric is actually kids will be kids. I was a kid, it's normal.
I think it's like she's having her personal experience and we're kind of parsing words, and my focus is going to be de-escalation with the human being who is dealing with this on a huge platform, right? Who's obviously heated, and then talk about the theoretical issues that affect men versus women in this issue and how we treat men differently in this situation.
Isn't it impressive that like the feminists can get on here and talk so much about nothing? Like, this is a topic of sexual assault. You think she'd be the most poignant one out of the four, and yet here she is babbling on and she's saying nothing. We'll talk about the theoretical impact that this has on
And yes, I absolutely agree that this is being handled poorly, but I just think maybe we don't push people.
I hate that when they do that, when it's like, okay, there's clearly a problem here. But you have to understand, and they yell about the rest of the thing and do not acknowledge the problem that there is. Like, they often do this.
Yes, it's not okay that guys get molested when they're young.
Fine, good, and then they dealt with, that's their way of dealing with it.
But women make 70 cents on the dollar, and you have to understand, when you're making less money, it's hard to care about men's problems.
Oh, man. They all do that.
Okay.
All.
To these weird...
So today's topic, there's this girl on Twitch who made a live stream and it got clipped. And at one point, she talks about a guy that she had friend zoned for 6 months.
It got clipped?
Made a clip of it.
Oh, okay.
Clipping something, yeah. Here we go.
6 full months of the friend zone. Don't mean. One day I just got a crush on him and I don't know why. And I ended up kissing him randomly. And then he looked at me when I was trying to make out with him and he said, "This is weird," and denied me. To which I then went on to roast him for 20 minutes straight about how I was going to go to my live stream and tell everyone that I tried to kiss him, and he told me, "This is weird." To where he then went on to kiss me and I got my way.
If I know this is wrong, it's because I've been listening to women tell me what behavior is wrong or right. Right? I didn't know that the whole coercion thing was bad. I didn't know about all these terms and pressuring and gaslighting until women taught me. And so me internalizing these lessons and being like, this is not okay behavior, to my surprise, when I saw women who claim to know this vocabulary and to be against it, engage in it, I was like, but wait, didn't you teach me this is not okay? Why is it fine for you?
Little cutie Power Ranger engaged, and they just do the same goddamn thing.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know.
Bruh.
I know, it's surprising.
Essentially, what ends up happening is that this incident gets discussed on the podcast.
I mean, even from the clip I saw, I didn't see that as sexual. I saw it as like passion. You have to make a move. You don't have to ask, oh, can I kiss you if you're feeling something, you know?
You know what?
Oh, Jenna?
Yes, it is me, and I am here to call you out on your bullshit. I was seeing the guy for 6 months, and he was my best friend. He had made moves on me prior. I denied his moves.
Wait, what do you mean wait, why would you say you're seeing the guy but then saying you're not dating him? That means you're not seeing him, right?
Because
Or does
he
that
was
mean
my
something
best
different?
friend, and I just got out of an abusive household when I was 17. And
None of that changes the fact that you're not seeing him, right? You're not dating him.
okay, well, all right. Sorry, Destiny. I had a best friend who wasn't making moves on me because he respected me. God forbid.
To be fair, on this stream, Destiny did a great job of presenting his points. So shout out to him for that. I think it's interesting. She said something that's interesting. She said, I don't think this is assault because this guy was, making moves on me, but he was waiting around, but he respected me enough not to kiss me. And I thought it was interesting that she said that because when she tried to kiss him and he said, no, this is weird, she pressured him, right? By saying, I'm going to tell everyone on stream and try to shame him.
Blackmail. That's a blackmail.
So you love the fact that he respected you when you didn't want anything, but when he didn't want anything, you shamed him.
Yeah, that's blackmail.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
That's not
All
seeing
right,
somebody.
Then all right, there you go. Then I wasn't seeing him. I just had sleepovers with him every single day. And he was my best friend for over 6 months, and we would cuddle and play RuneScape until 5 a.m. together every night.
Thank you. We appreciate you sharing all these details that have nothing to do. Doesn't matter how much RuneScape you played. Doesn't matter how many times he said, touch my balls. Doesn't matter how many times you guys made pancakes together. It don't matter. It's irrelevant. What matters is that you made an advance, he rejected it, and you pressured him. That's it. Everything else is inconsequential.
Do you
Like
want
a
me to get
playful
this
thing,
guy
but
on stream
maybe
right
they
now and
tease
you can
each
talk to
other.
Destiny? And you can talk to him about how I pressured him? Go ahead. These are normal encounters. Kids have awkward first kisses.
Yeah,
Destiny,
I think that
this
they
is
had a
life.
playful relationship, and at 17, she's a completely different person. She's saying.
It was cleared
I
up.
don't
We used
think
to roast each other all the time.
I think it's
like,
cleared up.
You act like this guy is just some sort of like little bitch.
So you
That's pressure, Destiny. You are a little bitch.
So apparently, men who get coerced by women into doing anything that they want to do are somehow less manly.
Just a little.
So people be why don't men come forward? Why don't men talk about their emotions? Why don't men be? And then you see stuff like this, and you're like,
she little.
And she doesn't even realize it. So, I'm kind of grateful because you're seeing it in the flesh, but it's just such an interesting hearing this rhetoric because I'm like, flip the genders. Hear the same thing. Is it acceptable? And you saw the other girl. The other girl was like, yeah, it just sounded like a little playful relationship. What?
Yeah.
I don't think anything sexual with him. It was a kiss.
On what planet is kissing someone against their will not sexual assault?
Her rhetoric is actually kids will be kids. I was a kid, it's normal.
I think it's like she's having her personal experience and we're kind of parsing words, and my focus is going to be de-escalation with the human being who is dealing with this on a huge platform, right? Who's obviously heated, and then talk about the theoretical issues that affect men versus women in this issue and how we treat men differently.
TBY7. I have no idea what that is. TBY7, is that a network?
Is that like the cheap version of YMCA?
Probably. Also welcome in, Cole. I am actually really enjoying this game. I'm quite addicted to it, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not the best at it, but it's like... I'm still really enjoying it. As I just dash right into his attack. How did you like it, when you were playing it? Not my first Sister Blades attempt, but with the way I'm playing right now, it looks like it might as well be. I ended up beating the, Sirens with the Blades, once, and then I, like, pretty much immediately died in the next area. But this would be, I think, my... third attempt with the, Sister Blades? Maybe my fourth, but I think the third.
I'm dead.
Oh no, you died?
Yeah.
Oh, you just did one with the Hestia attack and... Okay, which one's the Hestia attack? I'm like still learning what everything is called.
I think it's the fire one.
The... Oh, the one... Oh, okay, gotcha, okay. He's talking about... Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, the fire one with the Sister Blades. I get it now. I keep... Okay. I keep calling Hestia Cinder, and I have...
Yeah, that's true. That's Cinder. Yeah, the other one.
Yeah, I keep calling Hestia Cinder, so it's like, that's why I get confused with that.
I've returned.
Not too close. Ah, I'm dodging too late. Oh my god, I keep running into the freaking, vine things.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I am doing awful this run.
I tell you that there are some runs that just feel weird.
Yeah.
Your assistance in the matter is appreciated.
Do you have any other weapons unlocked, besides, the one that you started off with in the, Sister Blades here, Cole? Okay, so apparently this one, it doesn't do the introduction of gods in the same order all the time, like in the first one.
What do you mean, introduction of gods?
Like when it introduces a certain god in the first one, it's always the same every time. Apparently in this one, it's, different according to Cole.
Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. I understand what they mean. Yeah.
Do the blitz.
I think for the first run it kind of is the same, and then after that, when we were playing, it completely did separate things.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yes, you can unlock the cages for the keepsakes in each region. I just
Oh,
got
okay,
it.
you can?
Oh, I mean,
Oh, nice.
I didn't unlock it because I'm an idiot, but you can do it.
In your first few attempts, you run into Athena, Ares at first, then after a few runs, you get introduced to calls with Poseidon. Yeah. Yeah, in the first one, yeah. Yeah, no, I knew you meant Hades one.
Oh, warp and waft, warp and waft. Good evening. Don't, my friend. Just... You don't need to look at me like that. You don't need to look at me at all. Look at the fineries I've made. Silk in every shape and color, see? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, Arachne. But to think I could have wronged you with an inadvertent glance just now. It's just I'm concerned for your safety out here.
Oh, there's no need for that. You see, my form included certain benefits. I get to live a long, long time to enjoy it. Besides, just because you found me here doesn't mean just anybody can.
Yeah, so, as you can probably hear, I have, Nash, on the call as well. He's streaming as, well on his stream, so we're just, playing together.
Hello, hello.
Also, Nash got me this game, so that's, so I have him to thank for all this, awesomeness I'm experiencing. At this point, I really need that silk outfit. Let's go for this one.
We've on.
Yep, the legendary John Nash. You gonna put me up in the corner of your stream? Oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't realize that you were streaming right now, or did you just you just about to load it up? I should go ahead and look in your stream there as well. Oh yeah, there it is, you're right there. Oh, I'm talking about Cole, yeah. No, Cole's streaming right here as well.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep.
I have both Cole's and Nash's stream open here. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Cole. Like, yeah, if it wasn't for Nash, then I wouldn't have known about it or be playing it, and then if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to let you know about it.
Right.
You set forth a chain you didn't even realize.
Damn right.
What would we do without him?
Oh, okay, that's how that works. Cool.
A special offer of some sort, my lord. I've returned as much gold as I could, but know full well it isn't easy for you to procure the goods you provide. Why, thank you.
Oh.
Redeemed this at the crossroads, is that it? Exclusive access to Charon's premium wares.
Oh. I got a points code from Karen.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cole says, thank you, Nash, because, yeah, Cole's been playing this game as well, and he's super excited about playing it as well.
Okay, yeah, welcome.
But she's here to stay this time, aren't you, Hess?
Yeah, I got the mail, and fortunately I was able to just check it right away. The game is released!
You've given me such a warm welcome after all, having removed my blasted
I've spoiled something from watching you, hello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. No, not right now, but earlier, and I didn't realize, but that's good.
Oh, okay.
At least that gives me hope as to what to expect next. Which one do I want to use?
The might of the heavens.
currently in this situation.
Isn't it impressive that like the feminists can get on here and talk so much about nothing? Like this is a topic of sexual assault. You think she'd be the most poignant one out of the four, and yet here she is babbling on and she's saying nothing. We'll talk about the theoretical impact that this has on.
And yes, I absolutely agree that this is being handled poorly. But I just think maybe we don't push people.
I hate that when they do that, when it's like, okay, there's clearly a problem here. But you have to understand, and they yell about the rest of the thing and do not acknowledge the problem that there is. Like, they often do this.
Yes, it's not okay that guys get molested when they're young.
Fine, good, and then they dealt with, that's their way of dealing with it.
But women make 70 cents on the dollar, and you have to understand, when you're making less money, it's hard to care about men's problems.
Oh, man. They all do that.
Okay.
All.
To these weird limits like this, especially when they're talking about fucking sexual assault and whether or not they sexually assaulted someone. I'm just saying, like, it's this huge platform and you're putting someone in this very, like, uncomfortable area.
She's defending her.
Of course. Yeah, yeah.
The way she was acting, she was cornered.
No, she's saying she's being cornered right now on the podcast. Wow. My thing is like,
yeah, I'm saying.
She made these comments, and basically what people are trying to do is they're trying to recognize that that is problematic behavior. Now, for all of a sudden, you're trying to defend her honor or something. No, she said something, call her on that shit. That's all that matters. All these things talks about feelings and pushing her towards the edge. Listen, if she can't handle it because she's so fragile, she can't handle criticism, maybe she shouldn't coerce people into kissing her. How do you think that person felt? Well, I mean, maybe in this instance it went well, but it's not about the outcome. It's about the process. Meaning, if you drink and drive, nobody cares if you kill 10 people. We're still going to charge you. Why? Because we understand that the action that you engaged in is separate from the result.
What did you say? They're not going to charge you if you kill 10 people. It's not going to matter.
Whether you kill 10 people or not is irrelevant to whether or not you're going to get charged with drunk driving.
Yeah, but you're going to have added charges.
You're going to have added charges, but you're always going to get charged for what you did. We don't base everything off of the results or the impact.
Well, yeah, when you're going to get judged for drunk driving, the fact that you killed people is going to affect what you're going to get.
But we don't judge everything on the fact of the result. It's like attempted murder. You didn't kill anybody, but if you attempted to, you're still guilty.
Yeah, but your sentence is going to vary whether there was some consequences to that or not. I don't think that's a great example.
The problem isn't that someone died. The problem is that you tried to kill them. Someone dies every day.
Yeah.
We don't charge anybody.
In the first one, a lot of the hammer abilities I didn't really care for, so it's like I wouldn't go to the hammer one that often. But this one, it's like, so far, it's like I'm pretty much always finding something in there that I like, that I'm like, oh, this is really cool.
That's nice. I think, I mean, at least that shows probably that they have learned from the first game.
Yes, Kronos and
Yeah,
I, but
definitely.
He is my elder, as I am yours. What say you?
His age doesn't mean anything to
Oh,
me.
okay.
He always seldom wise and often weak. And he did not study under you, headmistress. Only I have.
Cole hasn't enjoyed one hammer so far? Wow.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's like I've been getting I got this hammer on the first weapon where it allowed me to go ahead and attack twice with every attack. So it's like, oh, that was so nice. And it's like, even like on this one right now, like, when I shoot out my special blades, it causes them to come back, hitting the enemy twice as well. So it's like, I'll probably be using my special more often.
Just so. He is an arrogant old fool. The impression of wisdom comes with age more than the real thing. Remember that.
Oop, I dodged too late. was running. Ooh.
So where's the scroll at? Oh, here we go.
Oh. Okay, I've never had her do that during... Oh, jeez. I never had her do that attack while her minions comes out. Oh no, not this ball. Ah, I don't know how to avoid it. Oh my god, no. Okay, here we go. Ah. Oh, I totally messed that up. Which one? Not that one. Oh, whoa. Back up.
Exclusive access to Karen's premium wares.
Got it.
Headmistress, if it
But yeah,
isn't
Cole, it could
inappropriate,
just
I
be
have a little gift.
OMG
Seeing
there.
as your personal supply ran out a while back.
The hounds shall lap this stuff right up, I think. I shall safeguard it for them as a treat.
Some cinder.
But it could also just be a matter of different
Your
tastes.
silver wheel. I can have this. May moonlight guide us.
And may shadows conceal us.
May moonlight guide us.
The fates would have me do
My
their bidding.
guiding moonlight.
Yeah, I took way too much damage against that boss. Like, I was messing things up doing it. But she also did change her pattern a bit as well. I think that threw me for a loop.
Ashes of the past.
Nope. Okay, I suck.
Within the sopping
Oh no, did you die?
I took the Defiance in the very first biome, so...
Oh no.
Don't sell yourself short, Homer. The Huntress. The water spouts. The moondrop. I lack the grasp for this.
Darkness guide you.
I can do this.
And draw you down. We have heard nothing from fleet-footed Hermes since he told us of our enemy's advance. Thus we strike, yet hold to faith that some night hence he shall return to us with news about what else the Titan Kronos has in store. Look forth.
Oh wait, into an impervious living nightmare with her own abilities? Wait, what?
Very well. My keepsakes.
No idea.
Oh, for 5 seconds. Oh, okay. No, I get it. Okay. Just makes me invincible for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Hex uses one random slain foe to fight for you.
The silver wheel.
Fascinating.
Then wield my light with grace.
Together we shine. The pick. What secrets lie within?
I did not want to do that one, but I just did it.
this count? A lightning sigil. The king of the gods must have his hands full recently.
Young lady, so we meet it.
Next.
Oh, I can't do that.
Enough.
Oh, that
Oh,
one
I got my
only-
first duo.
Oh, you did?
Lord Hunkle's
Yeah.
Titan killing strike.
Do you know which gods caused the duo?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. 'Cause yeah, I got mine from the one that I call Cinder and Ares.
Path this time.
No, not Ares. Zeus. I want to fight some more to see what these two are, but at the same time, it's like I don't, just in case it's something awful.
I mean, you will find it eventually.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it.
Out of my sight.
Oh, you mean the no. Well,
Yeah, to like break open the seal there. Well, that unlocked Poseidon. What's the other one do? Oh, that one unlocks the frozen immense down. Okay, I'll do Poseidon.
Unfortunately, we shall never know if yours was a mere empty threat, for you are going on a little time out, at least until some other matters are resolved.
No.
Oh, what?
You wish to trace through this realm and here, bask in it.
I just got teleported to like the first game.
Yeah.
It's him. Where am I? Or when?
remember how I was like going a bit crazy?
Oh, it was because of this?
That's part of what, yeah.
Oh, I have to stay in the golden ring.
Enchanted for the night.
All one not die.
Oh my god. Leave me alone! Oh, I'm so gonna die. Yep. There's my death defy. Oh, okay. I death defied, but it's like I beat that thingy. Let's see. I strike foes with the weapon. A spirit bow.
I figured it was just one of her pranks. Taking on the Titan yourself, come on. But it did
A
sound
spirit bubble. Oh, stores mana. Okay. Ooh, I think I'm torn between fluid gain and double up. I think I'll do fluid gain. Maybe that will help me, like, actually do more spells.
Yeah.
More than that, Kronos.
Oh my god.
She marked that one for me.
Oh, now I'm dead. The fish.
Yeah, something's gonna happen to me after going
It's the fish.
I played it so stupidly because I got hit like
Hail, sister.
1,000 times in there that I got out and
lived up to
I
his
died.
shining reputation so far.
Oh no.
At least he did his part.
Yeah.
As soon as I told
We're
him
too
about
similar, you and
sure
I.
enough, he was plenty eager to.
Apollo was very kind, though easy for me to say. I'm not his twin.
Only the truth. That I ran into the reclusive Witch of the Crossroads while scouting out our foe. And that she introduced me to a secret Titan killer.
All that I learned from that part is that
So now they
nothing
really
else,
think this
the
long-lost
old game
relative
is
of
in
theirs
here,
is going
and
to
therefore I
find
have
Kronos.
to find a way
think
to
you don't
unlock
stand a
it.
chance.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of options, so they'll support you anyway. Especially since you're fam. Here's what I have.
Let's see if we can exchange plants and other goods. Oh, bones. A wretched broker. Okay. Oh, I want the well.
My mark is yours.
Go unseen. One to keep track of.
Let's see one. Reveal a hidden glade where you may restore some health.
By moonlight in the dust of that gloom, a shadow spinner. Back to the dock with you. We're settled.
Bright Apollo gathered us and announced that his twin sister, whilst out hunting for our enemies,
Everything ablaze.
Still, your heart, Millenoi, you're safe. And you were able to return again, which means that all your training served you well. So then, he realizes who you are.
So he claims. I broke free from his spell like it was second nature, but neither could I raise a hand against him. In you go. Do now?
Nothing has changed. You're to confront him down where he resides, where your mother and father rightly ought to be. Go with patience, not with haste.
Such deep, impenetrable gloom surrounds the underworld princess that not even her infernal eye can easily discern what horrors lie therein.
There's something by the broker.
Oh.
Special order privileges from Lord Charon himself.
Wait, what? Oh, that's the thing. Okay, I was... Okay. Oh, I want the fate fabric. Okay, that's the Charon code. Okay, I get it. New prophecy.
We're getting nowhere. I should be out there fighting, not standing watch over a place nobody comes to uninvited. Damn it.
Nemesis.
I think the circumstances justify heightened security around here. But if you don't, go take it up with the headmistress, not me.
Let's see.
Ooh.
Not even the wiles and stratagems of that resourceful sacker of cities, Odysseus, may be sufficient to overcome the Titan of Time.
Oh yeah, no problem. I completely understand, Cole. So, well, by all means, I get that you don't want spoilers yourself. But as well, I still have your stream open in the background there, so I'll be looking in it. But you yourself have fun, and good luck yourself. And thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate it.
To underestimate that man.
You look as though you've seen a ghost, if you'll forgive the very antiquated mortal turn of phrase, goddess. So we'd say to someone looking disconcerted. Things all right?
Oh, buddy. Booty. Button. Meow. Girly.
Right, because the result of someone dying is not the problem. She can't handle criticism. Maybe she talks so much about nothing. Like, this is a topic of sexual assault. You think she'd be the most poignant one out of the four. And yet here she is babbling on and she's saying nothing. We'll talk about the theoretical impact that this has on...
And yes, I absolutely agree that this is being handled poorly. But I just think maybe we don't push people.
I hate that when they do that, when it's like, okay, there's clearly a problem here. But you have to understand, and they yell about the rest of the thing and do not acknowledge the problem that there is. Like, they often do this.
Yes, it's not okay that guys get molested when they're young.
Fine, good, and then they dealt with, that's their way of dealing with it.
But women make 70 cents on the dollar, and you have to understand, when you're making less money, it's hard to care about men's problems.
Oh, man. They all do that.
Okay.
All.
To these weird limits like this, especially when they're talking about fucking sexual assault and whether or not they sexually assaulted someone. I'm just saying, like, it's this huge platform and you're putting someone in this very, like, uncomfortable area.
She's defending her.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, the way she was acting, she was cornered.
No, she's saying she's being cornered right now on the podcast.
Wow.
My thing is, like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She made these comments, and basically what people are trying to do is they're trying to recognize that that is problematic behavior. Now, for all of a sudden, you're trying to defend her honor or something. No, she said some f***ed up, call her on that f***ed up shit. That's all that matters. All these things talks about feelings and pushing her towards the edge. Listen, if she can't handle it because she's so fragile, she can't handle criticism, maybe she shouldn't coerce people into kissing her. How do you think that person felt? Well, I mean, maybe in this instance it went well, but it's not about the outcome. It's about the process. Meaning, if you drink and drive, nobody cares if you kill 10 people. We're still going to charge you. Why? Because we understand that the action that you engaged in is separate from the result.
What did you say? They're not going to charge you if you kill 10 people. It's not going to matter?
Whether you kill 10 people or not is irrelevant to whether or not you're going to get charged with drunk driving.
Yeah, but you're going to have added charges.
You're going to have added charges, but you're always going to get charged for what you did. We don't base everything off of the result or the impact.
Well, yeah, when you're going to get judged for drunk driving, the fact that you kill people is going to affect what you're going to get.
But we don't judge everything on the fact of the result. It's like attempted murder. You didn't kill anybody, but if you attempted it, you're still guilty.
Yeah, but your sentence is going to vary whether there was some consequences to that or not. I don't think that's a great example.
The problem isn't that someone died. The problem is that you tried to kill them. Someone dies every day.
Yeah.
We don't charge anybody. Right? Because the result of someone dying is not the problem. The problem is the action that you took.
I understand, but if you try to kill someone, the person is not dead. But if the person is gravely injured, the injury that you caused is going to affect your sentence.
Yeah, I never said it's not going to affect it. My whole point is the problem is not the person dying or not. The problem is what you did. Because if you would have never tried what you did, there would have never been a result. Does that make sense? So we can't judge everything based off of the impact. We have to judge it based off of what you were intending to do. That's why intent is everything.
Well, the thing that happened is that they judge on both. So I'm just saying it's not a good example because in the court law, they judge on both, on the impact and on the end result.
But the most important portion is the intent, what you were trying to do. It's not about the end result. Does it impact it? Of course. But it's not the most important part. So if we judge people based off whether or not the person afterwards was okay with it, that's irrelevant. That doesn't change the fact the action is wrong. The same way, just because you survive a stabbing, it doesn't make it any less bad.
I see what you're saying.
Right? If I try to stab you right now.
You try to stab me, yeah.
It's not going to make it any less bad whether you live or not.
Yeah.
Right? Like, of course, in the sentencing portion, we have to determine the punishment to deter people. Okay. But when we're talking about, I think, morality, that's where my frustration is because her argument is essentially that because the guy's okay with it and they're friends now, it makes her actions less bad. And what I'm trying to say is that a long relationship can be based off of sexual assault. A long relationship in a family can be built off of somebody non-consenting or someone being underage. It doesn't make the fact that the inception of the relationship is still wrong.
You know, he's still my dad.
You know? I think that's my frustration because that's the logic that she's using. Can you imagine a man saying, yeah, but we've been dating ever since? It doesn't matter. You still at the beginning.
I'm taking care of the baby.
Yeah. What? Do you see what I'm saying?
Did you say?
Right.
that makes no sense.
Because all of that's like pretty much irrelevant to the inception of the issue.
I just have to break it down.
No, I get it. And listen, you know, if it helps the viewers too, it also helps us.
Yeah.
The reason why I bring this up is because I had my experience with that. And the girl, when afterwards, she's like, yeah, but are you mad at me? I said, no, I'm not mad, but I recognize your hypocrisy. Like, you went against my consent while I was sleeping. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you not see how that's problematic?
That person was big on.
Yeah, and I was like, you don't see that? And she tried to justify it to me, and I'm like, it doesn't matter whether I'm not mad at you or I'm not going to press charges. It's like, you still did something that's fucked up.
According to your morals.
Even mine.
I understand, but you're
especially you
because you're pushing and you're scolding everybody like you should be about this and you're not even about that life.
Right.
Talking about veganism, and then you having a 3-course meal and there's nothing but meat.
That's what gets to me. So I'm hearing this and it's the exact same kind of logic. And I don't care whether it's a man or a woman saying it. It's like, it doesn't matter. Your action is still wrong. You shouldn't coerce people into engaging with you in any type of way. You shouldn't be like, yeah, I'm not going to call the Uber for you unless you kiss me right now. I'm not going to, I'm going to tell all the friends if you don't give it up. That's wrong. Even if they later, it's still wrong.
You might not necessarily be, but how is this going to be eaten up by chat?
If somebody else is uncomfortable with an issue, I don't care. My responsibility is to my audience that's going to listen to the message I put out or the thousands of people listening over another individual's comfort.
Oh, he killed that with one sentence. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I was about to dog you on your name, Destiny, but I mean, it is what it is, and that was her destiny. Ooh.
It's the truth. Sometimes in a discussion, we prioritize someone's hurt feelings or how triggered they may be over talking about what's important and what message we're putting.
And we've seen that before.
Yes.
Remember that clip?
The Vice one?
Yup.
Yeah, where the girl was trying to talk about her issue.
Yeah.
And the other girl was crying. He's like, let's stop this.
Are you good? I'm like, yo, can we talk about the truth? I was about to learn something. I was about to learn out of this old goofy.
That made me mad.
Out of this old goofy, very confused conversation, I was finally about to learn something, and then
and it just seemed like nobody there was getting it. The women weren't understanding it, and I'm just like, ladies, I don't think you recognize how the gender in the situation biases you. What behavior you think is acceptable here, you wouldn't think it was acceptable if the roles were reversed. And my problem with that is that oftentimes you hear this rhetoric about like, men, be more expressive, men go through these struggles, men, we hear you. And then when you hear women who engage in bad behavior get zero repercussions, I'm like, then why would you expect men to talk about this stuff? How many times girls come to me, they're like, yeah, but guys don't get hit that often. I'm like, you just think that because we don't complain about it.
It's not because we're more effective at it. I'm not being a joke like right now. It's just, it is what it is. Strength and whatever and whatnot. That it doesn't count. It still happens.
Yeah. And in that same token, when all this stuff about, you know, hashtag I as well happened, right? A lot of dudes could understand that you guys were not being taken seriously in regards to a lot of the claims that you were bringing forth with people putting their hands on you or doing all kinds of stuff. We understood that you guys weren't believed. A lot of people were sympathetic to that. It just interests me that when I see this stuff, a lot of people just don't get it. They can't understand that men are reluctant to talk about this stuff because no one's going to take us seriously. Isn't that the same thing? Isn't it though?
It is. It's just men that are really just looking at each other like, bro, is that we can't talk about again? Here we go again. Like right now, we're gonna be like haters and
men's rights activists.
And men's rights activists, anti-feminists. It's not even that. We like this just this week. I was looking. Nice, send that real quick to the trash. But I got like I saw a message. And it was like, yo, you guys, we don't even know if you're right or left. You guys, you don't know on which side of the fence you were. Man. You guys are not, no, it's just that, yo, it's called being neutral. Try to see the best of things. We're being nuanced. You don't have to choose a side. There's some good in a lot of aspects. Let's just see what it is. Right. You know what I mean? You know what's worse? The worst thing you can do when a girl, you sit an advocate. When you sit an advocate for the cause and having toxic manners, the worst thing you can do is call them out.
What?
You see a volcano, you see the whole thing of a volcano, a whole bunch of feelings that you see, they can't really handle that too well. And it's just like, yo, I'm just letting you know that you're acting that way.
But it is the most satisfying thing to do.
I gotta admit,
there is nothing better than when someone's self-righteous and you find out their does stink and you be like, smell the roses, boo boo. Yo. They smell like boo boo boo, right? It's kind of like that girl, Shanti. Remember we did a video on her that was really popular? When she was all like, oh my gosh, stop us supporting W there, stop supporting these Weinstein. And then come to find out she's the worst one. How did she react? She went into hiding. She posted this like victim blaming apology. And I was just like, you too. Let me go get the juice, yo. So, at any rate, that's it for this video, man. I just wanted to bring this up to you guys because it made me chuckle a little bit. But we want to hear your thoughts. Do you guys agree or disagree? And if so, tell us why.
The friend zone doesn't exist. The friend zone does exist. The friend zone is not whenever a guy is being nice to you and he's waiting for him to. No, he's just a guy that's waiting for you because he's being nice to you. That's not what it is. Friend zone is. And when the guy's like, she put me in the friend zone. No, she just said no to you. That's not what we mean when we mean the friend zone. Okay, she doesn't owe you anything because you're nice. That's not what we're talking about when we're talking about the friend zone. The friend zone is when a girl purposely, with all her conviction, leave you in the friend zone because it's convenient, okay? She leaves you there and she, it's a word I invented, the weird word is taken advantage of. She profitates, okay? She takes profits from you being in the friend zone, okay?
Why did you create profitates?
Because I think profits. No, because they have a little bit more drama, you know what I mean? She profits, no. She profitates, you know what I mean? There's a little bit more drama to it.
Drop a comment if you like the word profitate.
You profitate. You profitated. That's just for the added value of the drama. That's it, okay? I'm aware that that word doesn't exist. I invented it for the added value of the drama. Because you have to say it a certain way. Watch. This girl profitates. You hear?
Carry on.
Because she knows she's gonna get free rides. She knows she's gonna get there, knowing that the guy will. You just entertain that. You know what I mean? It's like whenever you take a cow, okay? You impregnate. That's a word, right? the cow gets inseminated, and after that, you take the babies out of the cow, but you flash the babies of the cow in front of the cow to be able to take some milk from the cow.
No getting used to
That's the friend zone. Well, for vegans. Whatever. What it is.
Parallel's crazy, but
parallel is crazy, but it makes sense because you flash. You know she's gonna make milk because she sees her babies. You just take the milk, and no intention of giving back the babies. No, you're gonna make delicious.
Why did you press it?
You're just not physically attractive.
So today's topic, there's the first one.
Here? Okay. Bowl to take some milk from the cow. That's
Why did you press it?
You're just not physically attractive.
In this episode, we have a special guest who's going to be voicing me.
I'm Button,
Compose
fan,
yourself.
critic, aficionado, Cody Co. Here to voice it for the first time. They're pulling the first people.
Nix entrusted them to you to safeguard.
She's like, I'm nervous. I'm nervous right now.
How are you?
Isn't that the wildebeest who yelled last time? The gargoyle. Well, wildebeest, gargoyle, whatever title you want to give it.
Well, yeah, not maybe they put two in there.
Got that tranquilizer dog? Yeah, the way she was screaming was wild.
This is Satan. Welcome to hell.
I'm playing this, but welcome.
Please flirt now.
Emil.
Emil.
Yeah.
Jaylee.
Jaylee. Pleasure.
Okay, go ahead. How old are you?
26. How old are you?
How old are you?
Good. 24.
Ooh, that's good. What? You was 35? 35.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
Like the gym?
He went out with a bang. He said, wildebeest.
How are you?
Did they say Bonko's back? They got Mr. Donkey Kong in the building.
Bonko. Wow, I see you.
Yeah.
Wow. Buddy.
What do you do?
What are you doing?
He's like, you work out, I can see it. And his response is, what do you do? Because you don't work out. That's 2 times that Jim has come up. But
What do you do?
I'm personally trainer. Do you work out?
I do, but you can help me work out a little bit more.
that face, bro. That face is so hot. He said, do you work out? She went, I do. And you went. See, my parents wouldn't have ever made that face. So, they would just, this is what you need to do. This is where you need to get to. Directly in your family.
Jai, what do you think about bald dudes?
Yeah, bald. Just bald head, you got no hair. Boy, how come you're bald?
So she go, boy?
She said, boy? There's that bounce that shit. It comes with 5 fingers pointing at you. Boy?
My culture, everybody's like that in Bulgaria.
Bulgaria?
What did you say? Say it again.
Bulgaria?
Absolutely not. I will.
It's unacceptable.
A lot of muscles though. Whew, you look like you can crush something. Yeah?
Crush that butt.
Reject him.
Muscular. And he looked at me like he said, oh, she chunky monkey.
Hey, listen, all of you, how dare you say that? You heard what she said about herself, bro. Homegirl called herself a chunky monkey.
Could you see that matching? Maybe?
Hell no, he's just waiting to hit that button.
I know where I'm going.
EJ,
Nice to meet you. Already. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm EJ.
I'm Shen.
What are your guys' types?
Taller than me.
EJ, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay. How tall is that? I'm 5'6". So.
Okay, a little bit taller than you.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
These two do not look like a match whatsoever.
No.
She looks like she just came out of a 70s diner, and my homie looks like he just got done adding hydraulics to a Cadillac.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Like your hair.
Thank you.
How long you guys been single for?
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, how about you?
May, since May.
That's like 4 months.
Yeah, pretty much 4 months.
What happened?
Getting cheated on.
Oh.
10 months.
Here, go red.
I kind of set myself up there.
Oh my god!
That's foul, bro. He said go red right after the dude shaped something.
Is it because you got cheated on?
How are you doing?
Can't tell.
My name's Austin.
Austin.
Conceal one of the other paths, perhaps.
button. Yo, honestly, you get me every time you guys on camera. Button.
Anya, how often do you change your hairstyle?
Every day.
Every day. What does that mean?
Means it's the wig.
The mean is the wig.
Are you into that?
I mean, is that color in it? Or are you just doing different
No, I have a bunch of wigs.
lows? Oh, okay. Yeah. Versatile.
Yeah.
Austin says that it's a red flag.
Did you really?
But this is a wig. That's different. Like, it's a little different if you're coloring your hair like every month. But this is a wig.
What does that say about people coloring their hair every month?
Usually means we're going
Okay.
through my experience. If you're coloring your hair very often, it's not really.
Oh, you make me so.
I don't know where to put myself.
Look at Cody's face. You know what you do right now? On blood? Austin!
Why did you press it?
It's not physically attractive.
I mean, hey, she did say the other guy wasn't physically attractive, or not her type, in so many other words. So, you can't really get mad. But, she mad. She mad.
But I understand. I understand.
I mean, hey, listen, a bunch of people so far said I don't find her the
I understand.
What happened?
She just took it bad. I understand. What is that? There's a difference between you're not my type. When I say you're not my type, it's about me. When I say you're not physically attractive, it's you.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
If you say, hey, you're not my type, you're really protecting the other person's feelings. When you're saying you're not attractive, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all give a fuck.
What are you looking for?
Not that.
God damn. He didn't even say not her, he said not that. Like she's not even human.
You're pretty brutally honest, huh?
That was not bad. How you doing?
I'm great.
Yeah. It's a little early, isn't it?
It's all fucking early. I'm like, I cannot look hungover.
Yeah. I got Drake tonight.
Are you going to Drake? So am I.
I might.
We're both Drake fans, so I already know I don't like you.
Oh, you don't like Drake? I appreciate Drake. I appreciate Drake. Let's hold on.
How do you feel about all the debate about him being the greatest rapper?
That was too much.
Can you argue with his time sets? Is there anyone who's sold better than him? Who's been on more tours, who's been more watched and heard worldwide?
Yeah, but he doesn't do just rap. So all his album sales are not just rap. It's not just justifying his rap. It's justifying his R&B. It's justifying his pop.
You need to be in this age. You have to understand hip hop is not with the old head. All them old niggas who just be like, want to wear bandana, go thug life. That shit's over, bro.
What do they want to do?
Thug life. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Is there some sparks? I'm just vibing with you. I think you're just fine. Yeah, yeah. You got seats too, or are you like in the pit?
I have backstage passes.
So you're sucking. Oh my god.
No,
Wow!
Wow! I know what Fresh and Fit podcast you've been watching, but chill out. Man said backstage pass, you gotta be sucking.
But I ain't mad at it. He's just chilling.
He's just saying wild stuff.
Yeah. If you can take that, hot, take that. They can vibe. If she takes it as a joke, it's an indication of they can actually still vibe.
Gotcha.
that's why I probably won't get invited to next concert because I won't suck dick. I just got gaslighted.
Wait, why? Why did you reject her? She's fine.
I'm going back.
I don't know what that mouth is.
Jesus
it's like he
Christ.
felt one up by her for having backstage passes, so he had
I don't think that's what it is at all. He just wasn't attracted to her. You notice the way he said, "Are you vibing?" Like, I don't know. I'm just feeling her energy. That to me sounds like he didn't find her physically attractive. But let's find out if I'm right.
Austin.
You know.
Ouch! Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
it's all
sorry.
good. Hey, you missed out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, Slay.
Yeah, slay, whatever.
I hate the word slay.
Yes.
It's just funny to see things from like drag culture and just make it out to like the most mayonnaise filled tables. Just to be like, oh, you found $20 on this floor? Slay. Yeah, you know, so I told him to leave.
Right.
And he left right after him. He's like, oh, thug life. It's like, oh my god, you guys are insufferable.
Yeah, it's like
so corny, aggressively corny, like invasively.
Aggressively corny.
That's like an invasive species of corny. Like they're encroaching on words that we're finding neutral and cool, and then making it so corny, like this is revolting.
Aggressively corny.
Can I do ASMR on you?
Sure, actually. That might feel nice.
Oh, you like that? Can you moan again?
Cannot me?
No. You're an animal person?
I like cats. I want cats.
Cats are better than dogs.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. I had one crawl on me and it made me feel I was scared, and then it made it go away when I was. What? Why are you stumbling, homie?
They have to be funny, or at least like unfunny enough to like think I'm funny. Cause if I can whittle them down, I'm like, oh god, he's so funny. It's actually I've just tricked you into thinking I'm funny. I think that would be good.
Yes, the guy, the vegan guy.
Oh yeah. Do you guys are you guys wearing underwear?
I just find
yeah,
the
me
waters
too.
here.
It's just it's comfortable. I would try to wear them every day. You know, guys who try to just pretend they're weird, and that's their whole personality. It's like I'm awkward.
Yeah.
Would it crawl?
Were you like cracked the fuck out? Because that's the
cracked out?
You're giving me like crackhead energy, which is not bad. One of my cats.
What do I
is
do about it?
crackhead
How do I
energy.
fix it?
You're giving me crackhead energy.
What? Why am I cracked out? What do I do to fix it? I'm frightened. It's not
Why
cracked.
are you frightened?
Are you not frightened?
I'm like disassociated. I feel like there's something. I don't know what it is. It's
Is
definitely
it anxiety?
interesting. No, I mean I feel like I'm having more fun with you than I've had with anyone else.
Oh,
for sure.
cool.
What are you feeling right now?
I think you're beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, and I like the way that you talk.
How do I talk? Elaborate.
I can't do nothing about that, bro. Don't look at me like that. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just that now, right now, what you're feeling is that it's both of them. It's really both of them. It's her and him.
Yeah, they're both
It's like
terrible.
watching a John pretend he has a lot more money than he has, and then watching a hooker pretend to be more interested than she actually is, so she puts on a fake voice.
I sense something's happening here, maybe.
What's happening? Tell me what's happening.
I need Adderall, man.
I have some in my backpack. Unprescribed. I just like
I'm
how it feels.
prescribed, but we got the national shortage going on right now.
For Adderall?
Are you guys doing a drug deal right now?
No,
it's
I mean
not a
I'm.
deal. I would give it to her for free.
I'm prescribed, so it's not even like.
Oh yeah, me too. Why are we talking about that? What do you like creatively? What is your
I like you, but you have the same name as my brother, and that's fucking with my head. He's a Asian man named Jesse, which is the exact same thing as my brother is. Even though we're vibing, I could never. You know what I mean? But like, if you had a different name, I would not have. Like, I swear on my life.
I'll give you another chance if you guys want. Jesse, maybe you just want to like change your name or something?
I'm not sure because like I enjoy talking to you because I think you're like a fucking psycho in a good way, but like you still have the same name as my brother.
Wait, let's.
And my brother's like
let's-
one of my least favorite people to ever exist in this world. Like literally.
Well, maybe we can work through.
Guys, I'm gonna light up red one more time, and you can make the decision. See if you can see past his name.
Okay, well it's her call here.
How do you spell your Jesse? Is it different than my
It's
brother?
different than your brother. It's spelled with a Z and an X.
All right, congrats.
You won. That was unbearable.
Oh, that was interesting. I think I need a day off. Anything else?
Granted.
Oh.
What's a piece of trauma that you have that's funny? It has to actually be funny. I'll go first. My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us
so many
and then pursued amateur breakdancing. And he got...
Oh my god. Okay. Hey, listen, I support people looking for their passion. Breakdancing is a wild thing to want to abandon your family for, if this is true.
At 40-something?
My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us.
Okay, so let's just assume. Let's be generous. Let's say he's late 20s.
30s.
Late 20s. 4 kids, you can definitely do that in your early 20s. So, and then he abandoned them when she was 4. So let's say 28. Let's be generous. Breakdancers don't make no money. I know even the top dudes make like low 6 figures. And that's for like 10, 15 of them. Their stuff, and if you want to know how we know this, both of us are very embedded in street dancing, in terms of dancing, okay? In terms of he's emceed events, won battles. Abandoning your family to do that is disgusting. I mean, at least if you would have gone to do some kind of thing that's really profitable, I could have maybe breakdancing.
He like blew up. Like he became like a D-list celebrity status, like viral breakdancer. He became like the oldest actively competing breakdancer in the world. Then he got on Good Morning America and talk shows, and Washington Post wrote about him, and he went super viral, and he did all these interviews, and he danced with Paula Abdul. And here, I'll show you.
Let's see, take a look at this 60-year-old breakdancer. Yes, 60 years competition in Philadelphia, and he may not have won, but I tell you what, he is winning over a lot of people on the internet. Yes. He really is. Yep. A lot of people on the internet.
This guy wouldn't pay my medical bills. The worst part, damn it, he's good. You should not be able to move his body like that. It's like impossible. It's beautiful. Hey, Dad. No split custody or anything. Like he just like left 4 kids to do that. He may not have paid for some of my medical bills growing up, but he...
She wearing a shirt with this dude?
He did give me this breakdancing merchandise, so that's...
I just noticed. Oh, that's cold. Not colder than his jacket, but cold nonetheless. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. That's why I love this video already.
I'm disappointed. I am. That's what I'm feeling right now.
This is one of the best movies I've seen. This is better than a Jordan Peele movie. I want to keep going. Let's go.
You know, I'll get texts like this, "Happy birthday?" ? And then like links to his breakdancing videos.
No. Not. Is it your birthday? Birthday? Here's a link. Bye.
So he makes a response. I don't know what the response is, so let's find out.
Okay, I wake up at 6 a.m. to do some work. I get my coffee. I sit down. I open my computer. And what am I greeted with? Well, hundreds of comments calling me a deadbeat dad, a child abandoner, and all manner of other insults. So I think, what's this all about? Well, after a few minutes of investigation, I discover that my daughter, Maddie, has made a video about me. She's a screenwriter in Hollywood.
This feels like all the TV programs I used to watch. So, kids, how are you guys going to get to the pool today? Oh, you're going to walk through the neighborhood and take the sidewalk and then just climb along the tree. Fantastic. Make sure you avoid the bad guys. All right.
Okay, Mr. Deadbeat.
All right. I don't know why he has that evil voice.
Some of her videos get millions of views. And this video has tens of millions of views. 1 million likes, 20,000 comments, 40,000 bookmarks, 30,000 reposts. It's just insane. So I thought I'd better watch this video. And frankly, I was pretty chagrined by what I heard, to say the least.
To say the least.
Shut the fuck
And the
up.
next thing that happened will surprise you.
This guy sounds like a Dragon Ball Z recap. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. To say the least, I was disappointed. To my chagrin, my daughter was bad-mouthing me. It made me feel sad.
I can't take him seriously.
I'm having a hard time.
The more I watch this video, the more I like it. Well, I like about 98% of it. However, I do need to correct a few statements in the video. Okay, in many ways I love this video. And of course, I love my daughter Maddie. And we get along great, at least I think we do. But a few corrections are in order, or at least a few things that need to be put in context. First, I can see that as a 5-year-old, Maddie would see her dad as having abandoned the family. One day I was living there, the next day I wasn't. And that will look like abandonment to a child. But married couples do get divorced about half the time in America. And I was just living a mile or so down the street in LaGrange, Illinois. We just weren't living under the same roof. Now, about not paying medical bills, that's just not correct. Here was the financial arrangement of the divorce. Maddie's mom, my ex-wife, got $2 million at the get-go, out of the gate, a lump sum payment.
Hey, yo! This is way better than Jordan Peele's movies. I didn't see that shit coming. Okay, you know what? I take back $2 million as a lump sum. I take back $8. I was wrong. I was wrong. I am so sorry. I said this man was a fool for going to pursue breakdancing, so he was gonna struggle. Not realizing the man was already a millionaire. He was wanting to start enjoying his life. And if that's the case, I take back everything I said, and I'm sorry. I fucked that up.
It looks like Mama was about mouthing the dad.
Because personally, the only people I know who pursue breakdance seriously are poor people. So this is a first for me. I've never heard of somebody with millions in the bank doing that. Okay. I think back what I said. Let's see more.
Plus, I was paying her $18,000 per month in child support and alimony. This was later reduced to $12,000 per month. And of course, I paid health insurance and out-of-pocket medical costs. I also put $600,000 into kids' college funds. In all, I paid out about $5 million to my ex-wife to cover costs for her and the kids. And this is in 2005 dollars. So add 50% to account for inflation. In other words, I was not a deadbeat dad at all. And by the way, Maddie did not say that in her video. But a lot of the comments assume that and say that. Now, of course, there was no way for Maddie to know how much I was paying because she was a kid. This wasn't something I talked about. Also, remember that I was living 1 mile down the road from the kids in LaGrange, Illinois. Sidewalks all the way. An easy walk or bike ride. I saw the kids all the time. No abandonment, just a divorce. Was I at fault in the divorce? Yeah, I would say it was about 70% at fault. I own that. Maddie's mom and I were really not compatible in many ways.
Dude.
We were compatible in some
I'm not
ways,
a fan
but
of these
not in
sister
other ways.
ways, dude.
Do I regret marrying Maddie's mom? No, absolutely not. If I had not married Maddie's mom, Maddie and her 3 siblings would not have been born. They would not have existed. The kids have turned out great. Maddie graduated from Northwestern University and is a screenwriter in Hollywood. Maddie's older sister Tori is a partner at a hedge fund on Wall Street, and she's getting rich. Maddie's younger sister Olivia just graduated from college and is teaching English to first graders in Thailand. Her older brother Peter is getting a master's degree in psychology. I get along great with all my kids, including Maddie. At least I think I do. So the kids are doing just fine despite Dad's many shortcomings. One other slight correction, which I hesitate to even bring up because I love the way Maddie did this in her video. I did not abandon the family for breakdancing. I have a career. I'm in the advertising business, built an ad agency. That's how I was able to afford to pay Maddie's mom $5 million. Maddie's mom and I separated in 2004 and divorced in 2005. I took up breakdancing entirely by accident in 2012 as a way to get in shape at the age of 54.
Again,
Hey,
I stand corrected.
My bad.
I owe this man a dozen apologies.
Wow, we sorry about that.
But to be fair, I did say I don't know the whole story, so it might change when I hear it.
Doesn't matter.
But it is crazy. You watch one video, then you get a different perspective. You're like, oh, this changes everything.
I then just kept doing it. I'm now age 66. Now, some of you might be wondering, can he still breakdance at age 66? Well, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, hell no. This man said, all right, now that I just clapped everybody with these receipts, y'all want to see me break dance?
I'm not mad at it. You know what? I'm going to watch every fucking minute of it.
Yep, let's all watch him break dance.
Okay, Maddie, let's see how the old man does.
Crazy to think he picked that shit up at 55. Hey, you know what? Kudos to you.
That makes me think.
Whatever you do for your health to get there, if it's dancing, it's breakdancing, I just gotta show it love. I thought this man went out to be a professional, but he's just doing that as an amateur who enjoys it, and I love that. And I encourage everybody. Anybody's learned to dance, whether they're good or not, I don't care. When you want to be professional, that's a different discussion. Then we have to have more serious talks because you want to make a living from it, and it's very hard to make a professional living from dance. So then you have to be more critical. Anybody who's trying to learn, I don't care how good you are, how bad you are, I always encourage it. So I think it's really beautiful to see, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of the moves that he's pulling off are difficult. They're not easy. So shout outs to him.
That makes me think of my girl Leslie.
Yes.
Leslie was. Did you see that video when she's dancing with Daz? She started dancing house dance when she I think she was 65 when she started, which 62 or 63, and then she used to go to all the teachers knew about her because she was there. As a matter of fact, when we did our first show, our first comedy show, she was there, right on the side.
How old is Leslie?
Huh?
How old is Leslie?
My God.
She got to be 70, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Want to keep track of.
And the crazy thing is, this guy listens to the music a lot better than a lot of modern b-boys.
The main point is that it's never too late to start breakdancing. I started when I was age 54. I'm now age 66. So there's really no excuse for anyone not to be breakdancing. So the bottom line is this. At first, I really did not like Maddie's video at all. But I was biased by all the negative comments that I was greeted with at 6 a.m. in the morning in my social media feed. But the more I watch the video, the more I like it. And her video certainly is true from her perspective, even though a few details are off. No doubt because of what she heard from her mom. And I do think it's a great storyline that a 54-year-old dude left his family to pursue breakdancing, even if not quite true, factually. But perhaps it speaks to a bigger truth, a truth that is really truer than the actual facts of the matter. This could be a very funny movie plot. So maybe Maddie will make this movie about her 66-year-old breakdancing dad.
Daddy knows what the fuck he's doing.
Didn't I tell you?
Daddy works in marketing.
What did I say?
And it could be a plot. Holla!
Because she's a screenwriter, Maddie is.
Yeah.
And what did I say?
You said what
this
you said.
Is better than a Jordan Peele movie. And I also say this, despite the fact that his daughter was very complimentary of his dance, and she was like, this guy's really talented, all this other stuff. She was showing him love. I like that in his response, he did nothing but try to protect her as much as possible. While still explaining the things and giving the context, he never excoriated her. And I actually really dislike it when I see family members going after each other and saying all this stuff, especially if they're supposed to be tight. So this was a nice turn. I like this video.
This guy is smart.
Yeah.
As I scroll through the 12,000 comments on Maddie's video, I really like most of them. Some are hilarious. Here are a few I'll read at random. This one is from someone named Ro, and she says, my mom abandoned me as a kid to join a Renaissance fair across the country.
Hey, yo.
This is from Diane. In foster care mandated therapy, the therapist told me I had abandonment issues and then stopped showing up to the sessions. When my grandma passed away, my grandpa moved into a senior's home, met another woman, and brought her as a date to the funeral. Here's someone who says, a video of my dad was featured in an episode of World's Dumbest Criminals. I love you, Maddie. You are very creative and talented. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Now, I'm going to say this, prove me wrong. I want to see if she has a response.
I'm recording a quick response to all this. I'll probably delete this in the morning because I don't actually have bad will. I posted my video because it's a very funny story. It's very silly. I like to laugh at my trauma instead of being super sad about it. But I know my dad posted a 10-minute video or whatever being you know, my daughter's lying, we have a great relationship, I have a great relationship with all my kids. That's just objectively not true. Like, guys, we're all freaking out about this in my family group chat right now. We're being like, he's so unhinged and delusional. We don't know if he actually believes his own narrative or if he's lying on purpose, but he's just like a weird guy. Yeah, he said he lived down the street from us. That's not true. Or like if he did, it was only for a few months maybe, but actually for most of my childhood, he lived in Florida with his new wife. Like basically like,
man, I don't know what to think anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna say this.
Hey, I don't know what to think.
I'm gonna say this. Not my clown, not my circus. I'm gonna leave it alone. Stop being people's business.
I paid for a ticket to the circus. I want to know all the drama. I want to know why the bitch with the knives is fucking the dude who does the flamethrower. I want to know why that monkey is pregnant, and I want to know why you are on the trapeze, but you have one leg. I want to know all these things. I want to know what happened.
Is he lying? Did it leave you, or was the money there?
Well, yes, I want to keep.
If the money was there, I don't care about the rest.
Let's see what she says.
I don't want to get into this. Like, again, like my video was basically like sanitizing the situation and like poking fun at the lightest parts of that childhood trauma. But obviously in real life, it was a lot more like complicated and traumatic, and it was really hard. He left us, immediately married another woman. We didn't hear from him for years. And then he would visit every few months and we'd go out to dinner. But like, he truly had no hand in raising us at all. We don't speak with any sort of regularity. He doesn't know when my birthday is. Like, as you guys saw in the video I posted, he got it wrong. He gave us some money growing up. I honestly don't know the nitty gritty of the financial situation. I really, really don't. But I do know that several times I've asked him for financial help with medical expenses, like especially like in college, and he wouldn't help me. So that's what I was referring to in my video when I was like, he wouldn't pay some of my medical bills. I'll probably delete this in the morning, but I'm, 2 hard kombuchas in, and so I feel the need to kind of defend me and my family's like POV. Bottom line is this guy was a completely absent father. He's like, I was just a bike ride away from those kids. And it's like, not once did any of us ever take a bike ride to his house. I don't think I've ever been in his house ever. So this whole thing is so bizarre. Like, I'm so surprised that he responded to my video because I'm just like, damn, I could have actually made you seem like way worse than I made you seem. Like in my video, I just made you seem like such a whimsical, funny guy. But in real life, it was actually a lot darker. So I'm so surprised that he responded to it. And it's obviously kind of hurtful and weird. But again, we don't really have a relationship, so...
Okay. All right.
It's weird. It's so weird.
Who's right, who's wrong?
I don't know.
I think in general, these kind of situations, it's a bit of both. Do I think this guy was a bit of a weirdo who's probably very absent in a lot of ways? Absolutely. Do I think he financially provided for his family? Absolutely. I think...
You think he provided for the family?
Yeah.
What makes you think
that? $2 million settlement for a divorce.
That's what he said. You don't know how delusional the dude is.
Maybe he's making that up, but she didn't say he's making that up.
Fair.
And I think that's something you could just have receipts for. That's not something that you can contest.
And the fact that she's saying, well, I came to him with medical bills and he wouldn't pay him, I can understand that if you gave $5 million in total, you saying that you're paying for a medical bill. If you're dealing financially with the mom and the kid comes with bills, I'm gonna be like, go see your mom with that shit.
Absolutely.
You're gonna see it like denial, but I see it like I already paid. So
$2 million is crazy, but that's the marriage. That's the settlement they came to. It is what it is. My thing on the outside looking in is, one of the daughters is some hedge fund person. Everyone's going to college for masters and stuff like that. He got to be paying for some of that. So that money must have come from somewhere, and clearly he admits to paying it. Those kids are very well off in terms of what they got financially. Mm-hmm. It's not like they broke. So he didn't just leave them destitute and financially inept. And I don't think you even could.
Or mama's a hustler.
Because he's making so much money with this company. They divorced after having multiple kids. They get money. This is not my opinion. That's just how the court systems work.
Or the court's going to settle it, or you would have been in prison.
So financially, he was definitely very involved, just maybe not to the degree that she would like. But look, what I wanted to say is essentially this. We don't know the ins and outs of that family dynamic. We'll never know, because we don't have the nuance of it. We're watching this messy thing play off online, and everyone's interjecting with their own familiar experience and their own perspective, not knowing all the details. Generally, in these kinds of breakdowns in family, generally 2 people are very much at fault. 2 parties are very much at fault. And considering I just don't think there's a real place where you could publicly out and name and put your father's name out there and do that and not think it's going to be negative for him. Like her saying, like, oh, I could have done so much worse. Ma'am, considering the amount of hate comments this man probably got because of your video, I don't know how much worse you could really make it. And I don't know if that's a comment you really want to be making, as if it makes you look good. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. Oh, I could have said so much. Like, it doesn't matter. You started this out of nowhere. That's crazy. in that same token, whatever she's probably voicing and her siblings are voicing too, probably doesn't come out of nowhere. But like Preach said, if you're not part of that family, it's hard to have a say. So on the outside, is this entertaining? Absolutely. Grade A stuff. But families are complicated, and I'm not going to take anybody's side on this. What do you think?
Same.
Do you think there's ever a time for someone to be putting out a video like that about their father?
I can understand the sentiment, but I wouldn't do it.
No.
If I got to deal with something with someone in my family, I'm going to deal with them. Like, I don't have to put it out there.
It has to be real evil for me to do that. Like, if he went out and murked a bunch of people.
Yep.
Sure. If he wasn't the best dad, I'm not going to just put his name and his face on Front Street and be like, he was not around much and all this other stuff, and then this is going to get back to him. Like, how do you think he's going to react?
You can still tell the story without posting his face. You could post the exact same story without posting his face.
Or posting his name. If he's a public figure, you can't post a story.
I mean, you can, but there's going to be repercussions.
What he said. That's a wild thing. So, all in all, irrespective of however this family goes down, I think she's more in the wrong for me for making this a public thing. But that's just my thoughts on it. You?
Yep. Same.
Same?
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
Yeah, but I don't think this man's a perfect dad or anything like that. But it was interesting. It was interesting watching that video. Shout out to him for breakdancing at that age, so I'm glad he found something that made him healthy and happy.
Good for
And guys,
you,
the
look
channel has been
happy and
kicked off the
healthy
YouTube partner program.
enough.
I shouldn't be admitting
If
this,
you
but
ever care to ask.
saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro.
At the moment, we are currently on tour, so that's why we're in this setup. It looks a little bit different. We're sitting. We weren't going to do any videos while we was out here, but
what happened?
Some things happened.
Cause this motherfucker told me that this shit happened, and then I was like, okay, what?
While we were out here taking dubs on tour, you know, doing some of our first live shows. Let me just say, meeting you guys in person has been amazing.
Great.
Some big news just dropped. YouTube made some decisions.
No.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go. 3,
No.
2,
No.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go.
This might be one of the last times you guys hear this intro.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You guys can hear this intro as often as you want if you go to Rumble.
No way.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard that, I was shocked because, I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah.
We love streaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and, like, adding value to people online. It's just like, it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know, I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for, Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wix.com, yeah.
All right, so this is their like little sob moment where they relive the tales of the good days, you know? So I'm just going to put 1.5 because I don't give a fuck.
And, he was a tech support. I was arresting bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit.
You guys remember the days before we started just making a podcast where we shit on women every day. Remember the days where you used to work at Wix and you were a loser, and then I used to put out like illegal immigrants behind bars, and then we got together and we're just like, yo, these fucking whores, and we made millions. Man, the good old days. Dumb whores.
You're whack. November, like, 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. And this is 2020 November. And I, I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, we're it's part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the, the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you probably can't work for the FBI and also be like, yo, these fucking whores, man. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the FBI is probably gonna frown on that.
Yeah.
The FBI is probably gonna have a problem with that.
Homeland Security is probably not wanting some dude just be like, hey, yo, these whores deserve less. I like that this even needed a conversation. Like, even working as a government clerk, you probably can't have a YouTube channel doing this shit. But anyways.
Probably think I'm recording videos on my phone. Like, that's what it is, which it was a fucking, like, iPhone 6 or 7. It was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, they're like, no, like, you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber, or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there. Yeah. We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And, I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And, and I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. Fortunately, we made some moves, etc. And we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to. It
comes at a cost.
It comes at a cost, dude.
And it will be here forever.
Yeah. And Fresh always said this. Enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. They thought we was capping, man.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke.
And we made moves on the side, knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube Partner Program. Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Okay, they're just off the partner program.
That's 95% of their revenue.
Yes.
So it's not just they make their money. Listen, for all this shit I talk, they are top 3 in terms of how much money people donate. The amount of dudes who want to be like, they have the panel with the women and the dudes donate $100 to be like, tell that dumb whore with the blonde wig that her daddy doesn't love her. Like, there's dudes who paying that every day. Mm-hmm. So, they were top of the line. That's how they made their money.
Yeah, they're the only fans of YouTube.
Sure. Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically, we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't, in any form or fashion, Chris, hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what, we wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while, and we appreciate it.
Yeah. But and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope. We're not gonna lie about that. Like, we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating. Improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times.
Oh, yeah. I said it when they did the whole monkey thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when Fresh and Fit put out that live stream and said they were going to nuke our channel, they just ended up nuking their own.
So, you know, if you're proud of this, congratulations, brother. You played yourself. I don't think there's much to be said. I wouldn't be surprised if the YouTube channel gets deleted. Fresh. My man's 20. Why today's sponsor, T.H. Henley's coming in to save the day. I get compliments on my skin all the time. People be asking, what's your skincare routine? How do you get your skin? And for a lot of fellas, talking about skincare is a little bit awkward because either we're too ashamed to do it or it seems a little bit too feminine. But the truth is, having rough skin or having all these little dents everywhere isn't something that you necessarily want, especially if it's things that you can easily avoid through very, very good products. I recommend going through that process. And that's where T.H. Henley comes in. They got a great system in place where you can use their products to achieve your skincare goals. I personally recommend that you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash, which gets rid of all the dirt and grime on your face. Then you got a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all the dead skin cells. And an AM moisturizer with SPF 20. Because we all need to make sure that our skin is protected from the sun. And the cool thing about T.H. Henley is all their boxes come with instructions. In addition to amazing skin, members of T.H. Henley get tons of benefits, like at least 20% off retail price, the ability to pause or cancel at any time, as well as free US shipping. And because T.H. Henley is sponsoring today's video, if you go to the link in the description below, not only will you get all the benefits that I just listed, but you'll also get a free gift with your purchase. Don't wait. Rub out that face so you can actually start looking fresh. I said it to Sneeko when he did the whole fucking him simulating graping a girl, another YouTuber.
It was about the time.
And this is why I didn't even want to go back and forth with Ethan Klein. It's like when you bring up certain drama, it brings bad press. People start writing articles, okay? And YouTube just doesn't like that. They don't want bad press. So even though these guys were bringing in so much money to YouTube and their income, they weren't worth the negative cost that they potentially would bring with a bad press story. And that's what these guys are. They're a bad news story waiting to happen. The New York Times will probably write something someday about misogyny being rampant on YouTube, or racism or whatever it is being rampant on YouTube, and they're gonna play clips of these guys doing monkey noises and calling people all kinds of things, right? Or doing the KK, you know, putting on the white hood, right? They're gonna play those clips. YouTube doesn't need that kind of bad advertising. You want to be able to be free to do whatever you want. YouTube says, sure, but we're not going to make you part of the partner program. We're not going to allow you to make money off this site because we don't want to be associated with your brand. So they're sitting here now like they don't get it, but like all these conspiracy theories that they've been bringing on their platform, all the dumb shit that they've done, you know, they want to sit here and cry about it now, but I already said you were willing to throw away your platform to do the dumbest, unfunniest jokes possible, the dumbest minstrel show. So it's easy to sit here and be like, oh, this is so devastating, but you weren't really thinking about your platform or maintaining your shit when you were doing that dumb stuff. You know, it's easy to say, oh, I care about my girl. I can't believe she left me. You were cheating on her for 5 years. You cheated on her with her sister. You were doing flagrant dumb shit, and then you want to cry afterwards about how much you cared. It's kind of hard for me to take it seriously. I don't want nobody to lose their stuff, but it wasn't surprising to me the same way it's not surprising when the other guy loses.
You called it.
I told Preach in private. I said they're probably gonna lose their shit over this.
And I was the one to say I was not believing in that because to be honest with you, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I really don't believe in the system. I don't believe in things that are in place, and sometimes I'm like, the experience that I had in life of like I don't believe in what they say. When I mean I'm talking about the system in place and their rules, right? I feel like sometimes it's not fair, and I was like, maybe not, probably not. And then it just takes time, I guess. Yeah. It just takes a whole lot of time for them to sit down and be like, you know what? Let's just review this.
Yep.
The same way that it took time for Tate. Like they need to rally everything up and watch and put it like a file together to just justify this. That's the same thing that happened there. Yeah.
This stuff could even happen to me and Preach someday.
It could.
You know, that's why you don't celebrate this kind of stuff.
No.
Because, you know, we have takes that are probably not the most popular when it comes to trans women in sports or whatever it is. And, you know, I've always accepted that I'm probably going to lose this platform someday. So when that happens, I'll be okay with it. I'll be at peace. It'll suck, but like it is what it is. You know, I'm not married to this thing. I understand it, but I also try to take steps to be smart about what battles I choose. Not every battle's worth fighting. When a dude's putting on a monkey suit or putting on a clan hood, like I'm not trying to be on that level of dumbness, right?
And you're gonna be able to say that, oh well, you know what? That when they did that, they were not on YouTube. Still linked.
Like I said, they don't like the press. If
They
they
don't
say
like the press.
YouTuber is out here wearing a hood, making it doesn't matter whether it was on or off the platform. It looks bad for the platform. It looks bad for their business, and that's what it is. YouTube is a business at the end of the day.
Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking about certain points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints, right? And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah,
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost, no matter who you are, company, individual, creator.
Yep. And
a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RB creators as well, and I respect that. But just know, at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to deal with this price, and today's the day.
Yeah, yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you sent me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right?
Yo, don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, YouTube, I'm mad that you banned these niggas, bro. We need more women making sandwiches, bro. Yo, we need more sandwiches in our life. I can't believe. You imagine this fucking dweeb on a date? Yo, what you used to do? I used to be a federal agent. What do you do now? Man, I help men get their women to make fucking sandwiches, whore. Oh my God, he didn't say it. He said that.
Guys, we're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down, and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be. Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech. Video, like, just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's gotten to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right? But, dude, there is a matrix, man. Like
that's what I just said to you.
Oh, yo, these guys are such cornballs. All these matrix-loving losers, like, they never address all the lies they tell. They never address all the fucking factual evidence that they love to provide, the fucking bro science that they believe in. They just blame the Matrix. It's crazy how they say women are allergic to accountability, but these motherfuckers run to the Matrix when it comes to accountability.
I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew at length. Like, people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
bro.
For everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to shut Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what? Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
Stop bringing up free speech. Like, it's not about free speech. You have the right to say it. That's why you weren't banned from the platform entirely. They're just saying you're not going to make money from this, which is entirely acceptable. Like, you guys are demanding that YouTube pay you, that YouTube employ you.
Wait, what?
Why would... Imagine if I came to your job and I said you had to employ me.
Well, fuck.
Under what circumstance do I have the responsibility to continue paying you when you're doing stuff that's detrimental to my business? That's not free speech. You want a fucking handout. You want them to just give you stuff because you feel you're entitled.
They want a handout? Like those girls that want to be paid for whatever?
I think it's fair to say to YouTube, if you guys are going to terminate this, you should be able to tell us why. But let's not act like your fucking dossier is free of issues. Let's not act like YouTube hasn't spoken to you numerous times about the DMCA strikes, about the other things that y'all been doing, or the strikes that you guys have been given, or the warnings that you've received. Y'all acting like y'all got fired out of nowhere. Bruv, we've all seen you get called into the office a few times. Stop. I'm not going to watch any more of this. I think it's pathetic watching grown men refuse to take any accountability for any of the situations they're in. I think them going to Rumble is going to be a big L, as it has been for pretty much every creator who's transferred over there. But hopefully, if they're able to make good short form content on YouTube or on TikTok, and that gets them more viewership, I think their stuff will keep growing. But if they don't do that, then I think over time the viewership numbers are going to tweeter out as they become less relevant. But it'll probably take a couple of years. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Cycles now are intertwined, as I no longer can afford merely to watch.
You were right.
Whichever threat we face,
Yeah.
I vow to shine.
I got nothing else to say, but you were right. You know, when it comes to this shit, you know your shit.
Hey, bro, I just tell you, man, when I see people make bad moves, like as a business owner, I'm like, I can see why your business is about to fail.
I didn't think it would happen.
No, I'll tell you, YouTube is serious about their business. I also say this. Y'all said y'all were gonna end our careers.
That's weird. That's where that happened. I was thinking.
Y'all said, y'all did a whole live stream saying you were gonna end our careers.
They also said that it would lap us. But
all right, listen.
It's
good luck. Y'all gonna need it.
Godspeed.
And if worse comes to worse, you can stop helping dudes make their girlfriends make sandwiches and go back to being a fed. And fresh, you can go back to bagging groceries and sleeping with sugar babies. Anything else? I don't give a fuck.
Yo, man.
I said I was gonna take the high road, but fuck these niggas.
There was a little bit of a low road there.
Fuck these.
Anyways, when karma happens, the same way that a woman talks shit and be like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" And then pushes the motherfucker, and just push the person and push the person, and what you gonna do? And goes the extreme thing and just push his head and gets stacked. I'm like, karma. I'm not for it. But karma. What happened should have happened. What should have happened happened. And it is what it is.
Yeah. That being said, coconuts in Barbados.
You fought beautifully.
Coconuts in Barbados. Yo, listen, I'm about to hit up H3. I'm like, yo, listen, my enemy is my friend. Yo, me and H3 about to do a live stream, bro. Yo, let me message them real quick. Actually, I'm gonna DM H3.
Apparently, if I want results in life, I have to start talking to boys. Yeah, wife me up if you're in the London area. I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
Listen, just lonely things over here, okay, without her man, okay?
People think I'm encouraging cheating. No. Like, I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
yes.
it's just like it's like a handshake.
Women act like this is the most unforgivable thing, that he is the ultimate bad guy, the ultimate demon if he does this. I'm sorry, sometimes you contributed to it, and women take no accountability for that, and that he wants to go to the bar with his buddies because you make that shit a hellhole, because you are so unpleasant to be around.
And then getting's hard. So if they do what's hard, it's valued. If we do what's easy, it's not.
I am so enlightened by Pearl teaching us how being a man will magically eliminate all of the consequences of cheating. You know, like breaking your trust with your partner by lying to them, getting another woman pregnant that you now have to support, humiliating your wife, causing family dysfunction, and bringing home disease.
The man cheats?
Yes.
It's like a handshake.
That is one hell of a handshake, Pearl. And promoting promiscuity is a great way to help create the single moms that her podcast actively speaks out against.
Their amazing strategy is they don't want to pass on resources to another man's kid. Like that's why they're repulsed by hoes. That's why they're repulsed by like other people's children.
You're probably wondering by now, where is Pearl's ring? Well, I'm here to inform you that Pearl is single and unmarried at 26 years old.
In the next 5 to 7 years, ideally, some things are out of your control, but ideally I'd like to be married.
Sorry. Every time I see her talk about getting into a relationship, I just keep hearing just lonely things. That's all I can think about.
according to her, is because she is too picky.
You're single over a certain age, you're probably too picky.
And I say that it's because she's too picky because she claims that 28 years old is pretty old to be getting married.
What do men value? Third thing men value, youth. How are they getting youth when the average age of first marriage for women in the US is 28.6 years old?
And Pearl doesn't have much long-term experience in dating either. According to this interview on Yahoo News and what Pearl says online about her dating experiences on various podcasts, she's only had a couple of boyfriends. If you can do the math of her being 23 in the Yahoo interview, they couldn't have been that long considering she just turned 26 in the past couple of months. And that got me interested in knowing who is Pearl picking, considering that anytime a guy does something wrong, no matter what it is, she tells women to simply just pick better.
Okay, so then you pick guys that cheat.
I discovered that last year Pearl tweeted about a breakup she had, so I decided to go ahead and check the archives. And it turns out that Pearl actually got catfished by an obese man with 2 children on TikTok.
It's better, bitch.
She got catfished by the obese man with I'm sorry. I think I'm starting to build a crush on this monotonous show.
Baby, when did we start dating?
Yep, that's right. An obese man with 2 children on TikTok. And I point out that he's obese because Pearl is constantly dunking on fat girls.
Why do I need to repeat your role? And then I have to go to social media. Then boom, whale. Boom, another whale.
The cherry on top is that Pearl has been pretty adamant about men having children being a deal breaker for her.
For me personally, I'm not into the guys with kids. It's not my thing.
Instead of immediately breaking up with him for hiding 2 whole children from her, she instead takes him in to live with her and her family to mooch off of them.
Because he was homeless when I first met him. So I moved him into my parents' house so he could get an ID. Yeah, and so my parents put him on our lease.
Aww.
So that was how and they moved him in for he lived with us for a month.
Meanwhile, Pearl is out here humble bragging about her bagging a rich one on podcasts.
Oh, he was a millionaire. It was just he didn't know what to do with it.
How did you know a millionaire?
He was on social media and I saw he lived kind of close to me, and so I made videos saying oh, we should hang out.
Hey man, I told you we don't got much commentary for this one. This shit
much
wild,
love,
bro.
Hollow Man.
They're going through it.
Oh my god.
I see it now.
They are exposing the shit out.
Oh my day. Woo!
Homeless millionaire.
Have you never seen those videos of girls shooting their shots at guys publicly? I was on TikToks and I did a video saying, when he's not doing this comedic bit, he's actually kind of fine. I live in Chicago, you live in Chicago, we should hang out.
I am pretty confident that Pearl is referring to her ex Wanya in these instances because Wanya is from Chicago like the millionaire ex she talks about in the video. There are multiple articles saying that Wanya was homeless when he was around 22 years old. I do find it funny that Pearl dating Wanya, or people know him as Angry Reactions, was framed as her bagging a rich one. Meanwhile, he actually moved on to date a more attractive redhead, and she's still single and unmarried. It seems like her advice on lowering her standards to get married isn't working out so well for her. Pearl has the absolute audacity to tell women to pick better when she literally got catfished by some girl's obese baby daddy on TikTok.
Top notch! Woo! My girl's going in.
My crush is building.
Yes, he has a lot of followers, but he ended up having to mooch off of her anyway, so. Not only does she regularly dunk on obese people, even taunting them in her TikTok bio before she got banned, but Pearl will even put all the blame on women for obesity in America, despite half the obese population in America being men. How can Pearl dunk on fat girls so often, considering that she has clearly neglected her own self-care? This video of her is only from 1 month ago, and it might surprise you to learn that she's a professional athlete.
Is she being petty? Yes. Is she making points? Yes. Do I approve? Absolutely. Now, dang. Just porky things. Let's do that.
And despite her lack of self-care, she still likes to spout a lot of statistics about fat women, despite being corrected on this by Destiny on her live stream.
There's a lot of fat people. Fat people stay with fat people.
So women by and large are fatter than men. And then if you go to the US, the woman's always fatter. BMI.
So in the US, the average BMI for a man is 26.6, and the average BMI for a woman is 26.5.
Oh, it's skin corrected.
Yikes.
But even after he corrected her, she continued to misrepresent the statistics.
How can we say that as a whole, in the U.S., in the West, we're good wives, when 80% of us are overweight, and that's the #1 thing that men value? There's a lot of room for improvement with Western women. 70% of us are overweight. The average man makes more than the average woman. But the average woman is fatter than the average man.
So this is actually a really good one because it shows that all these people who say the real pills, the truth or whatever, when they're given the actual accurate information, they'll still go back to peddling a lie because it benefits their grip. Even though this is something that most people just skim past, what I think it really shows is that she's a liar and she will purposefully lie and she's caught in real time lying because it benefits her audience and she can sell her product. It's actually the most telling thing in this whole interview
amount of damage I was doing there was
because you see her lying in real time. She got the right information, went back to the false information because it appeals to the people she wants to sell things to.
Pearl speaks on men valuing attractiveness, purity, and youth, and says in order to get a high-value husband, or husband at all, you should be those things.
Men value purity and youth.
Yeah.
Purity, youth, beauty.
Pearl fails to meet these standards herself, despite wanting to get married so badly.
Not only is she accurate on the thing,
Damn, you
and
scared
she's
me to
thorough
lie.
in her research, but goddamn, my girl's a savage.
I don't even care that Pearl is unmarried. I just hate the fact that she constantly clowns other people for not being, and she can't even do her own fucking diligence to do her own work.
But it's a bit what you said earlier.
Like
you was talking about, women are being detestable because they always argue and stuff like that, and they nagging. So you making you said that's, and it is true. That's her.
Yeah.
She's doing exactly that. She's the polar opposite of
what she preaches.
Yeah.
Apparently, if I want results in life, I have to start talking to boys. Yeah, wife me up if you're in the London area.
In terms of purity, Pearl's not a virgin. Pearl actually wanted to partake in hookup culture.
But I swear to God, like, guys don't try to sleep with me. Really? like, I swear to God, I've been on a date and I would have been dead, and you just never tried. I was like, oh, okay. I've been on a date to a guy didn't even touch me once.
Yeah.
He didn't touch me once, and I'm like, yeah. I don't know if guys approach me often.
It could be the clothes.
It could be the clothes. They are flaming a motherfucker. They are flaming a motherfucker.
They're killing her. They're killing her.
Her especially.
We're just witnessing the murder with popcorn in hand. I ain't snitching on no one. We all saw it. We not saying a word to the cops. We enjoying this one.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of me not saying shit.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing. We watching this one.
So, according to Pearl, I guess we shouldn't be taking her advice, considering that she can't attract men even for casual encounters.
I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
Pressure that you feel. Never speak of it. Well, I know it's there.
Self-awareness, baby.
Okay, Venti. Okay, Venti. Okay, Brittany, go on. Do your thing.
Flaming.
Yes.
Who's that girl?
Brittany Venti. Okay. Hey, guys, if you guys are liking this video, go to her channel, give it a sub, go like. You know what I mean? She's somebody who espouses conservative values in a lot of things, but she's really good about what she does, at least from what I'm seeing in this video. So, I mean, I'm going to give her, she did this much research, you got to go show her some love. Give her some of that AdSense dollars, okay?
And she thinks what's holding her back is the fact that she's like 6 feet tall.
I would say if there's one thing that's held me back in dating, it is the height.
But I think it's because of her desperation, and they can sense it along with her low standards.
Yeah. She just doesn't give off any feminine qualities. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, forget how I feel about her personally as a person. I can separate the two things. I've hated personalities online, but she fine as hell. Or I could see Pearl has zero sex appeal. This is what it is. That's why she went on a date with a dude and he didn't even try anything. It's because, that's all. That's what it really comes down to. This ain't even hate or anything. This is just facts. Guys, if I'm lying, you guys get in the comments. Hey, don't be a hater. Be honest. Don't say you would hit it because you haven't masturbated in 3 months. Like, if you got some options in life. And I would never talk about somebody like this openly, but because she talks about desirability and she can't find, like, I'm gonna just tell you why you can't. It's because there's zero sex appeal.
Thank you, Nam.
We're getting nowhere. I should be out there fighting. Not standing watch over a place nobody comes to uninvited.
What the fuck are you doing, Breach?
Hi. Yeah. You know summer's coming out and things are going to be pretty hot for your skin. And you don't want to use anything that's going to be able to, ouch. hot. It's gonna be able to hurt your skin. You want something soft, you know what I mean?
I think the circumstances justify.
Come here. That's why TH Henley has a product for you. Yeah, you do not want to use some abrasive stuff on your skin. Some of you are degenerate. Soap from the dishwasher to wash the nooks and crannies. Come on, pass on, baby. Summer's coming. If you don't know what to do with your skin, I would suggest you to use the level 1 box. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. A scrub to get in the nooks and crannies to get all the little residue out. You know, there's a daily facial wash. There's also an AM moisturizer with SPF 15. No, it's SPF 20 for the sun. Yeah. Use them promo. TH Henley. Use that thing. It's really great. It's for your skin and it's soft. And since the wonderful weather is coming, you do want to be able to use that and have a wonderful skin. Yeah. Thank you for that.
If you click on the link below, you will not only save 30% off your first box, but you will also receive a gift
and get your skin ready for summer. You know. Yeah. Well, that started. How about you?
Intent was true. And you know, if a guy has all the things that you look for, he might cheat. Yeah. So how can I be that mad if he cheats when it's like I picked him?
Would you accept if he's just stepping up but not getting anyone pregnant?
Are we married?
No, you're in a relationship.
I think if I'm being truly honest with myself, for the right guy, I probably would.
How many times?
I don't know how many times.
She's basically announcing to the world, hey, I'm Pearl. I'll tolerate cheating. Please marry me.
That is facts. Like,
yo,
you just look pathetic.
Yo,
I would tolerate cheating from the right man. It's like you would tolerate somebody like betraying your trust. Let me be generous. Let me be good faith here.
Yeah.
Maybe what Pearl's saying is like, I would allow a dynamic in which my man could step out, and like I would be fine with it. Okay, that's not the same. That's not cheating. When you say cheating, that means that he is betraying your trust. That means that you guys have come to an agreement and this person's stepping outside of that. Now, if you're saying you want a one-sided open relationship, just say that. Stop saying cheating if that's not what you mean. But if you're saying you would allow somebody to cheat on you regularly, you're a loser, okay? Sorry. You want to get in, that's how I would see you. I would never take someone like that seriously. You can't even assert your own boundaries and keep something in terms of the sanctity of your relationship solid. How are you going to educate your kids in terms of respecting themselves and respecting their dynamic? How are you as a Christian woman going to educate your children in that life while at the same time doing something that's completely as one of the worst sins in Christianity? Sorry, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But anyways, if I'm being good faith, that's what I think she might have meant.
I wouldn't say worst sin, but whatever.
I mean, it's one of the only sins for which you can break your marriage.
But it's not one of the worst sins.
No? Why not?
But it's not.
If it's one of the only things that you can do to break a marriage, how would you say it's not the worst sin?
Because
you can do a lot in a marriage.
Yeah, because the thing that happened, it's not sins is not necessarily inherently within the marriage. There's other sins that exist, right? And the worst sin, I believe, is killing yourself.
Yes, that is one of the worst. Okay, you don't say adultery is in the top 5?
I wouldn't know.
Okay,
but
is adultery?
I think murder is worse. That's top 5. There's 7s, nigga. Like, stop. No. There's 7 deadly sins.
Adultery is considered a great sin.
It's a great sin, but it's just 7 main sins. There's 7.
This is what it says. In Genesis 2:20, it says, maintaining a primary bond with one spouse is essential. Failing to hold one spouse at the most important human relation is the beginning of problems.
That's according to Genesis. But there's a New Testament and the Old Testament.
Okay. If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband, then both of them shall die.
According to Genesis, that's in the Old Testament.
This is Leviticus.
My nigga.
I don't know Bible stuff.
Hey, that's not your lane. Hey. I would never step on Quran shit.
Hey.
That's not your lane.
Hey, listen. I don't be stepping up on our shit. The Muslims be getting mad. Okay?
Exactly.
Listen, Leviticus sounds kind of fire. Leviticus? Hey, Leviticus. Genesis, all them niggas. They sound kind of...
That's the Old Testament.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to...
Old Testament, nigga.
Okay, you know what? My Christians. I said top 5.
There's 7 deadly sins, nigga.
There's 7, but there's more sins beyond that. I said, is it one of the most serious ones? And you said no.
No, it's not.
Okay. We having a biblical
7.
Hey, Ruslan, get in these comments. Ruslan, he's the Christian YouTuber who's doing this thing. He's reading the comments sometimes. He about to be on this. He wanted to interview you too.
The
what? He wants to interview
you.
He wants to interview, yeah.
Why?
He has very insightful stuff. Don't worry. It's not like he's gonna slap you over the head with a
I don't
Bible.
give a shit if he does.
But he's good. He's cool.
I'll
He's
slap
cool.
bad.
Especially considering she's on her dad's dime.
Number one, I'm sorry I'm not a brokey. My dad yells at me for accounting every month, and I have to like organize like business expenses versus personal. So my dad does yell at me when I pull out cash when you can't see what you spend it on.
Pearl reminds me of Pearl from SpongeBob, asking her dad, Mr. Krabs, for money.
How much is all this costing me? Here's the receipt. I oughta...
Oh, Daddy, you got me everything I wanted.
She also reminds me of Mr. Krabs' daughter because he wants her to be a star and he's paying her way
It's
to
a hot
do so.
take, but I hate SpongeBob.
Sorry. That was a crazy reference.
You know who Mr. Krabs' daughter is?
Who?
What she is?
What? She's a whale.
A whale?
Wait, bro, let's keep watching. I'm not gonna do that.
Being a little YouTuber is tough. I'm really tired of being broke, Dad. I can't mooch off of you forever.
My little girl is finally a star.
Give me a K-R-U!
I'm sure that Pearl understands the real-world struggles of the average person from her 10-bedroom mansion.
You guys want the house tour?
Can't right now.
But clearly there is one thing that money cannot buy, and that thing is taste. This video is from Pearl's channel called Wife School. In the first episode, she and Allie, known as Real Femme Sapien on YouTube, meet up to improve on Pearl's fashion, along with a male stylist who is supposed to be helping Pearl attract a husband by improving her outfits. So let's take a look at some of the outfits he puts her in.
Perfect for a night out on the town.
I'll do the full twirl. That's fine.
This dress looks like a trash bag.
Looks like a black slip.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
God, me.
Oh my days.
Sorry, bro. I just got.
She said it, and we all went true.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay. All right, Venti. Go ahead. Let's go.
You are a little savage.
Hey.
It's unflattering on her because it's showcasing her stomach, which is not what she should be highlighting. Not only that, but the black is washing her out, making her look very drained, especially considering the fact that she normally doesn't wear makeup. Going without makeup is a personal choice and it's fine, but if you're gonna do that, you need to know your color palette or you will look even more tired and sickly when you wear the wrong colors. I'm gonna go ahead and explain a little bit of color theory to you guys. Color season is a system that utilizes color theory to categorize where each person falls under in order to easily find out what colors look good on them. It's based on how their skin's undertones interact with other colors, and that involves how light or dark their skin is relative to the hair and eye color. If you have warm undertones in your skin, you'll look more yellow with green veins in your wrists, and if you're cool toned, you'll look more pinkish or reddish with blue veins on your wrists. If you have a warm undertone, you should wear warm colors. If you have cool undertones, cool tone colors will suit you best. You have to have a trained eye to be able to see it in some cases, but Pearl is cool toned as you can see with her pink flush in her skin. Pearl is either a light summer because of her cool tone coloration, or she would be a light spring because it's right next to light summer in the color wheel. It's a little hard to tell on the internet, but I know for sure she's on that side of the color wheel. If you look at someone and the first thing you see is their outfit's color instead of their own natural coloration and features, then you're wearing the wrong colors. The stylist doesn't apply this knowledge or even utilize basic color theory, and instead, he takes her to a cheap, fast fashion store like Zara. If he were actually good at his job, he would not be making these mistakes. If money were an issue, which clearly for Pearl it's not, there are better budget-friendly places you could go to for higher quality clothes. For example, go thrifting. But yeah, clearly Pearl doesn't need to go thrifting. He could have just taken her to a higher-end mall or a department store. Honestly, he just does her dirty the entire time.
That's super cool.
Okay, I should confess something to you guys. This stylist, I know who he is. I met him while I was in London. He's actually a family. I just recognized it. I think this is part of his fault. It's happening. And so, yo, listen, Leighton, if you're watching this, shout outs to you.
That looks really nice.
Where would I go with this outfit?
I think that could be an afternoon. I think that could be an evening outfit. I think you could go out in Shoreditch wearing that. You could go to Canary Wharf to one of the bars down there. Meet some nice high value guy.
He looks at her with a straight face, telling her she's going to meet a high value guy in this outfit.
Hey, you remember when we said women are way more vicious with women? Sorry. That's just facts.
Oh, it'll look nice going out for errands and having a nice dinner. He's just talking out of his ass.
So what do we rate this? 1 to 10?
I think it's a high 8.
Like, I don't know how a stylist can honestly rate these outfits so high.
Good. Spin up bad. Okay.
He must think that she's a dumpster because he keeps putting her in trash bags.
Qu'est-ce que le fuck?
Oh, you know what? This one's actually. Yeah, I think the color.
Angle it. Yeah, this one's alright.
This is actually like the only one.
Better.
This is the only one.
Because he's done it now like 3 or 4 times in this video, and he's not highlighting any of the flattering parts of her body, which defeats the entire purpose of having a stylist help you. There are several different body shapes, but for Pearl, she holds most of her weight proportionately in her arms and in her stomach. And that should have been taken into consideration when he was dressing her. Regardless if she loses weight, her proportions will stay the same relative to her other body parts. You can bring balance back to the body by drawing the attention to the most attractive body parts and away from the least attractive ones using color, patterns, texture. But of course, he would know that if he actually knew what the hell he was doing as a stylist. It is honestly just so frustrating watching him not look smacks her. In this outfit, the skirt does not work. Pearl could have put on some jeans with a wider cut at the bottom to balance her upper, heavier half, or she could have put on a skirt that was A-line, high-waisted, and above the knee, but in middle of the thigh, not too short. Would have done the trick to bring attention to her legs and away from her stomach.
I'm pulling in the back because it's too big.
That is, no, side to side, that's critical.
Sorry. These fucking outfits are bizarre.
That is proper like New Year's Eve party type.
Yeah, should I wear it for New Year's Eve? Get it fitted?
Yeah.
You see how he literally highlights her stomach with bright green sparkles? I can't take this anymore. And then he has the audacity, must got it from Pearl, the audacity to suggest for her to tailor a Zara dress that won't survive 1 wash.
She's getting pearly, she's getting fucking Zara.
But you know what? She's not just being petty. She's speaking facts. She knows what she's talking about.
That's the thing.
She knows what she's talking about, so I'll take it.
You might not like the delivery, but I mean,
hey, you got your pizza.
Full of pizza.
Literally go watch a fashion channel. Go watch Ali Art on YouTube and then come back to us when you actually know how to do your job. And it's not just her frumpy style that's preventing her from looks maxing, it's also her presentation with her hair. She's not bothering to style it, and many people are even commenting about it under her TikTok, telling her to brush her hair. Pearl's hair just needs a haircut with some texturing to give it volume so that it's not so stuck and flat to her head. Her hair is very manageable. How is she going to teach other women how to attract a husband when she doesn't even put the minimal effort in her own appearance?
I've noticed a lot of therapists are like older single women, and I'm kind of like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
Are you vexed?
So if she wants to be taken seriously, she should care about her overall presentation, including her fashion, hairstyle, her attitude, and bodily self-care. This situation is so deeply embarrassing and desperate. She has no business telling other women how to attract a husband. I wanted to give Pearl credit for trying to improve on her fashion, but she makes it really hard to do so when even months after this video, she continues to show up on camera with her hair undone, unbrushed, tucked her head, no volume.
She looked like she's balding.
Yeah.
Because you could see her fucking
it's just because it's PC. It's 30. Her hair is 30. So it clumps up together and there's no volume.
Okay. Alright. I think we watched it up this. If you guys want to see the rest of it, there's plenty of portions that we didn't watch in this because we want to encourage you guys to go watch the full video, so go support her. She did a great job. If you guys like this video, leave a like and comment, but definitely go there. I'll say this. I don't want to have to cover this girl again. Okay? I promise you guys we do one last video, and I hope this was a good one because I think it summarized a lot of the issues that exist with this person. And I think it also showed in real time how she lies on purpose because it suits her agenda financially. So, like we said before, we think a lot of these people are grifting. We think a lot of these people want to make money off the fact that men are upset, men have real grievances, men have real issues, and these people want to speak to these people and their hurt and their pain to try to get their money. That's what it really comes down to. That's why so many of these guys will donate to Fresh and Fit and say foul things to the women who are on the panel. That's why men will donate to Pearl so she can say things to the people on the panel. It's their chance to get back on a lot of these people. It's not surprising. No. And Pearl, she is what she is. But yeah, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I Don't wake her off again, so I don't know much else to say. What do you want?
That girl was speaking fast.
Yeah.
She was speaking fast.
Facts.
Backing up. It was probably like hard delivery, yeah, but backing it up with a lot of facts, so there's nothing much to say about that. You know what I mean? Like, she does things to benefit herself, and that's pretty much it. She wants to know on woman, she wants to know on black woman. And yeah, she said it. It came out of her mouth. You know what I mean? Why should I take advice from this?
Yeah.
It came out of her head.
Yo! Dude, we got catfish.
That's the first time that she was not lying, my girl.
Yeah.
You was not lying there. Why should people take advice from you?
What's it? If that's really your goal, like, listen, if a woman's 28, unmarried, I don't care. But if you talk about how it's your goal, you shame other people for not being, like, bitch, I'ma laugh at you. I'ma laugh at you. You out here telling everybody to get in shape while you stuffing a Twinkie down your throat? I'ma laugh at you too. That's what you advocate. I don't care. Yeah. You could be in your late 30s not married. I wouldn't be like, oh, lonely bitch. I don't give a fuck.
You care so much.
But if you want to shame others, if you want to clown other people, call them whales, meaning your ass look a little frumpy, yeah, you can get that work. You can get it. And you deserve it too.
That your bedroom is clean.
People are giving you the energy that you gave others. Don't cry now.
It's funny how you move to the UK only to live in a glass house and to the rocks.
There you go. Should have stayed in that mansion, stupid. Anything else you want to say? All right, let us know what you guys think about Just the Only Thing.
I have never used an online dating service.
That's the first video.
Today's topic: Sergeant divorces wife after discovering wife was an escort. So, a New York City spine surgeon, Dr. Ham Jo Kim, divorces former Miss Connecticut Regina Turner, claims she's been escorted. Kim says he first discovered this when scrolling through iMessage and found the text between Regina and a man regarding sexual favors in December of 2020. The doctor claimed to have learned of his wife's double life after they separated, becoming aware that she has been exchanging sexual services for receipts of money with multiple men, before as well as during the marriage, according to court filings. She claims to have covered her secret sex work by telling her husband that she's spending time developing an app and receiving venture capital funding. I mean, they were definitely funding something, but it wasn't your bank account, you feel me?
That was her bank account.
She got a sperm bank?
Hey, it was a bank. A bank's a bank.
And they donated.
Let me fill both banks.
Yes. Isn't that crazy? Man's a spine surgeon. So while he's over there fixing spine, she was getting her back broken. Yo, man, if this was Brokeback Mountain, he'd be the Asian guy not getting any. No, you feel what I'm saying? Like, court documents also say that she lied about her education. She'd supposedly been completing a chemistry major at the University of Connecticut until she took a break to compete in the Miss USA pageant. Though the documents claim she never even completed high school. Hey, what up, sister? And you know what? I can't even be mad at her. I'm a high school dropout. I'd be a big old hypocrite if I said anything about her. So, shout out to another high school dropout. Finances. Bank subpoenas show that she may have earned as close to $700,000 from 2015 to 2021.
I have never used an online dating service.
That's the first video you're gonna pull up.
Bitch, you are the online dating service. You are Tinder, Bumble. You are self-serve.
Wow.
Okay?
I've never used an online dating service, but Backpage is my shit. That's the clip that you're gonna pull up?
Hold up. I didn't even know I was gonna start.
That's just questions that they have to answer. These pageants.
Okay.
Yeah, make it sound like they know some shit.
I appreciate that she's very concerned with what's being taught in school, considering the fact that she's a high school dropout.
I would not feel comfortable in a tastefully nude photo shoot. No.
Y'all are trolling.
Let's go.
Y'all are trolling.
It's all about image, bro. It's gonna get better. Let's go. Press play. This is nice. This is nice.
Y'all are trolling.
This is nice. This is gold right there. This is gems. Just young.
You know, listen, photo shoots, gross. But hoeing. But you know, that's the era of respectability. Yeah.
That's my dick.
Why did they
What the fuck
they
am I
screwed her
watching?
over? That was supposed to be in the motorboat.
I guarantee you, the guys who work at like these pageant shows are like, what dumb shit can we make these models say?
Motorboat.
Because like it's some ugly gremlin behind the camera being like, I have control now.
Right?
You know how much imagination I have from Dungeons and Dragons? Yo, hi, could you please make noises like a cat for me? She went meow. Okay.
Now do the motorboat.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do your best impersonation of a dungeon master. What's a dungeon master? Oh, she said.
Yo, that has to be your nastiest fucking character you ever had.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, every now and then when I'm masturbating, I use it.
With me, my friend.
It still says cat.
So maybe he thought that's the cat purring.
Or maybe she's just like, oh, cat, which cat did you mean? Because my other one does a little cookie.
I'll do both for you. Meow and.
Hey man, if you guys have ever heard that noise in bed by accident, it's always followed by a quietness and a sorry. Every time that I've been clapping, you clapping a girl from behind, and sometimes you pull out, then you pull back in, and it makes a.
Yeah,
and there's a quiet period. The girl goes, "Sorry." Guys, leave a comment on like below if you guys have ever heard sorry after quit.
Of course.
Or ladies, if you've said it.
You guys have to say, "Don't worry about it. I'll do it again."
That's how you know you grew up in suburbia. That's how you know you grew up in suburbia. If that's your idea of what a police siren is like, that means you haven't heard that shit.
Yeah, you don't know the real thing. Do the real shit.
You alright, honey?
Why are you so good at that?
Here we go.
This nigga's head turned into a sprinkler.
No, it's passing, and there's traffic.
Yo, rate that impression out of 10. That shit was crazy. That's a 12, nigga. All right, let's go.
Hi, I'm Regina, Miss Connecticut, and I'm Maxim's new ad exec.
You would think for a big ass like company like Maxim, they would get like some decent sound equipment. What the fuck is that hissing noise?
Sound or even.
Okay, I see you. I could definitely see how she got all that money. Yeah, I could definitely see it. You can? I could.
I
could definitely see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Not my type, but I can see it. You know, it's good.
I mean, it's not my type either, but I like filet mignon sometimes. Yeah, saute some mushrooms, put on a plate. I'm fine.
I'll slay you all.
Well, I do work as an oral surgeon's assistant when I'm not modeling.
That's a decade. That's a decade-long troll. This is you can't.
That's funny. Oral surgeon?
Oral assistant.
Gawk. You need some assistance with that, sir? Gawk. Robbo.
Yo, son, this is the biggest pause I've ever seen. Yo, pause.
I do some office work when I'm not assisting in surgery.
What the fuck did she say? You know what? Maybe it's because I already know she's hoeing, so everything sounds like she's still hoeing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She was hoeing back then?
Some seeds.
It sounds like it. Dr. Kim is trying to avoid the marriage on the basis of fraud.
Stay in school. Stay in school.
AKA Dr. Kim's hoping not to lose all his money to a bitch who was basically fleecing him for his money and lying about how much money she made.
Good. Damn. Good for her.
Damn. What you mean good for her?
for her, do you think?
Really?
Fleece is her game.
Well, I mean, she's married to the man, and she's lying about the fact that she's escorted.
Fleece is her game.
But good for her.
I mean, there's nothing else. Good for her doesn't mean like, oh, good for you. I'm like, good for you. I mean, whatever. But she got caught. It's not so much. I'm like, I don't wish her well, whatever.
No, this is a gold digger extraordinaire. She got the bag from the dude, and she get another bag from the dude, and she gonna leave him so she can go do whatever the fuck she wants.
She get the bag.
She's
from
not
the
a gold
dude.
digger. She a platinum digger. You feel me?
Like, that's what I'm saying. There's some people that like that. They like that lifestyle.
They like the what?
They like the lifestyle.
What lifestyle?
Yeah, it's gratification. People paying for the box for them. That's their shit. It's
Like some women like that?
Yeah, some women are really like. There's like, oh, I'm worth this. It puts an amount on what they're worth. You know what I mean? It goes deep. It really goes deep. But yeah. Some people that like that. She could be with a spine surgeon or whatever, with someone making a print from Dubai, she would still be hoeing. Cause that's her thing, eh? You know, the money that he gives is one thing, but being wanted by other men is another thing.
He is spine surgeon. When you lead with your money, don't surprise when she goes after a bigger fish. Because at the end of the day, you might be a spine surgeon, but you ain't not CEO of Bank of America. You feel me? There's always somebody with more money than you, so if that's what you're leading with when you attract her, don't be surprised when she go for another check.
I don't think that's the issue, but carry on.
What do you mean?
I think the issue is what I said, but keep on.
So what do you mean? That some women just like sex work?
Yeah, I think she likes it. The money that he gives her doesn't gratify her. You understand what I'm saying? But whenever she go get other bags like that, it gratifies. Ooh, people want her. You know what I mean? There's other people than one person. You know, she's not for that, just one person. What gratifies her, what's give her gratification, is other people paying for her box. So I don't think it's like because other people are leading with money or something like that. It's just the gratification that all this money is giving to her. It quantifies her value.
It doesn't matter because if he leads with money, that's what he uses. If he leads with money to attract women, then that's all they're gonna be there for.
It doesn't. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like she might be about whatever she is. Yeah. If that's what you're offering her, you're just giving her what she wants, right? And so at the end of the day, if that's what she came in there for, she has no loyalty to you, only to the cash.
True.
Right? Friend, at least it's shot. So it's like you can buy the loyalty, which is not really real. So that's the thing. It's a tough thing, right? Because you see this often. You see this often with people who make a lot of money, right? Because then they think like, all right, now that I'm making money, the marriage and everything is going to come along, and everything's going to. That's not the way it works. You can't buy people's affection inherently. You can buy some. Let me rephrase. You can buy their affection. Buying their loyalty, buying their. That's a different story. That's a different story. And especially with the confines of marriage, where once they can divorce you, they can get the money out of you. Yeah, you can have a hard time making that shit work. So, anyways, that's a separate video in of itself. But yeah, don't leave with money. When Dr. Kim asked Turner how she supported herself, she said that she lived off a $500,000 inheritance from her great-grandmother.
Take your shot, sister. I've got something for you.
I'm not mad at you hoeing.
You put Mima in this?
No, I'm not mad at you hoeing, but like, you brought your great grandmother.
You brought
me
Mima
up in heaven, just chilling. All of a sudden, she feel like a burn mark come up. So like the devil just left. Like, oh, what the fuck kind of sin did I get involved with?
Why did you get Mima in this?
You know what I mean? She survived World War II.
Mima dead.
Right? She died afterwards.
Mima did nothing to you.
You know what I mean? She never even seen a smartphone.
God damn. You gotta put Mima in this. Like motherfuckers that need to lie from work. Like my grandma did, and then their grandma died.
She's really using her ancestors to get out of like the consequences of hoeing. That's crazy. But why'd you cheat? You know, my grandfather taught me that like a real man's worth is by how many women he can. I'm not gonna mess with my grandfather if I get caught fucking up. She brought her great grandmother.
I can't believe you did that.
Can I ask?
Ancestors.
Why do you think she skipped grandma?
Because grandma's probably in that hoeing too. She's probably alive and hoeing.
Why do you think she's hoeing?
I don't know.
Why are you disrespecting her ancestors?
Because she does it for free.
Just because she do it, don't you have to do it.
True.
All right. Respect on Regina Turner's grandmother. Probably because she was alive. Was what I was going to say.
That's what I said.
No, she said she was alive and hoeing.
I'm happy that
what grandmas are hoeing?
What? You need to go out there and see grandma's hoeing. They be hoeing. They be hoeing.
Once Priest started a sex podcast, he's just like, man, listen, the fetishes are everywhere.
No, it's not that. It's me being out there
It's me being out there being a bouncer. I've seen too many shits. I've seen too many things, bro. I've seen too many things.
Okay,
hey, man,
guys.
listen.
I'm
I don't know if this
toast.
guy's gonna get his marriage annulled for fraud. I think he got fleeced, and he's gonna have to hold this big old L.
Alright, I'm going hard on
Hey, man,
Hades
listen.
tomorrow.
Marriage is not a joke, especially
all
for guys
love,
with
guys.
money.
It's not.
Take precaution.
Everybody have a good night. Peace.